Oh my goodness gracious, guys. It's an early stream. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to take caffeine. I'll be right back. I had to take a caffeine tablet. I can't do my morning stream without caffeine. And let me move me over a little bit. Whew. I haven't caught one of your streams in a while. Have you been crying a lot this week? Yes. Let's see, who was the top 5? Today we have Dax Chewy at number 1. We have Meltris 14 at number 2. We have... what is that? Chicago? Chico Nico at 97 at number 3. Corner Sheep at number 4. Wow, we haven't seen Corner Sheep in a while. And then there's Ry Ramthel Free to Play at number 5. Congratulations. You guys were the first 5 people to the stream. I do have a stream schedule, so it's pretty easy to just camp the time until I start. Chronicle 97? Close enough. DuelLogs forgot to duel. No, I had a coffee, but I need to take a caffeine pill. Because coffee is not enough. My brain takes a few hours before like the engines get rolling. I am not a morning person. I have a, what is it called? An circadian rhythm? That does not sound like a real word. I have a rhythm which does not get going until like midday. That's when I'm at full capacity. Circadian? Yeah, that sounds about right. My rhythm is not set for the morning. Also, I woke up super early today. Dude, let me tell you. Mr. Logs, no more custom deck reward? No, it's still there. I just haven't turned it back on because I want to turn it on for like special events and stuff. But do you want a custom BFE Exathed? Why do you keep redeeming these things? Do lines, Mr. Logs? No. Order boba instead? Do they have boba coffee? Let me tell you guys about my morning. So last night, I stayed asleep. I didn't go to sleep until like 4 o'clock. Because like after I was done with stream, I was like, okay, so I just need to confirm a couple of videos that were sent during my stream. Then I have to make a thumbnail. Then I can read my villainous mangas for 2 hours, and then I go to bed. But then, yes, Normal usually is enough to get me caffeinated. No, I need like a metric crap ton of caffeine in the morning, because usually caffeine just like makes me normal. Like I have the kind of brain where if I don't drink enough caffeine, it just like makes me sleepy. Anyways, so last night, another streamer sent me a message. Is like, my YouTube, I have YouTube questions, and I was like, okay. And so they started talking to me, and I was like, wait, let me just get you in a call because this is a lot to explain. So I talked with them for like 2 or 3 hours, just explaining YouTube stuff. And I stayed up till like 4 o'clock. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just sleep in a little bit. And then I wake up at 8 o'clock this morning because my power turned off. Because we have this stupid system where you have to like put in power. And there was some miscommunication with like because I don't usually pay it. So my family members do because of this weird convoluted system. And I was like, okay, whatever. I just have to log into my phone, go to the app, and just put in like a couple $100 for the power to turn back on. And I go in and I log in and they're like, sorry, can't log you in right now. You can try setting up this account, but it'll take 24 hours. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. So I text my my sister, who's the one who set up the account. And I was like, I need you to do this. And she's like, okay. And she's like, oh, wait, it won't let me in. We need like the box, the code on the box. It's like, okay, I know where it's at. The box is downstairs. I go downstairs and it's not there. Like the box, the power box thing which has been the same place for 10 years, was just missing. And I was like, God damn it. So I had to look around the entire house for it. I found it in the weight room for some reason. I was like, why the fuck is this here in the weight room? And I found it, and I took pictures of it, and I sent it off. And then my sister said, nope, it doesn't work. Can you turn on the display and see if it has something in there? And I was like, sure. So I go over and I check, and like the power doesn't work, so I had to go find like a new battery for it because it was dead. And I replaced the battery, and I cycle through the display, and it doesn't, there's no number. It just says like low balance, please refill. And I was like, God damn it. So I was like, okay, well, there's no number. I can just go like get the card and go to the store and refill it manually. So I go to my garage to like go to the store to refill the card manually. Mind you, this is still like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this is like 3 hours before I usually wake up. And I went to sleep really late, so I was tired as hell. And then my garage door doesn't open because there's no power. So I have to like borrow my brother's car, and he has like a dingy replacement like truck where like you can't even see outside the passenger window. And I was like, God damn it. So I have to drive this dingy truck down to the store, and I go in there and I go to the place where the power's refill station was, and it wasn't there anymore. And so I circled the entire store and they didn't have it. And I was like, damn it. It's gone. So I go on my phone and like, where are these refill stations? It's like, oh, there's one at like Walgreens and a CVS. So I was like, okay, there's a Walgreens and CVS around the corner, but I'm in an annoying ass long truck, which makes it really hard to make U-turns. But I can do this. So I go over to Walgreens and I check, and they don't have a power station. And so I go to the CVS and I check, and they don't have a power station either. And I was like, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. They didn't have it anywhere. Hi, Hero. Hello there, Stim. And I was like, oh my God, how is it that nothing is going right? So I just drive home and I just call them, and I was like, I need you to just call them. I'm done. This is too much. And I just laid down. And then eventually, like, hey, we figured it out. And then the power came back on. And I was like, oh my God, how is it possible for so much to just go wrong? Back to back to back. An insane patience test. It was so much. Is it hard to drive on the moon? Are there physical differences? Yeah, there's like lots of cactus everywhere. There's like, you know, lots of rocks instead of grass. And it's hot outside. Thanks for the gifted sub, Psychicscape 14. What are your thoughts on Melfi's? I love Melfi's. As a whole mini adventure. Yeah, and by the time I got back home, it was like 9 or something, and I was like, I can get McDonald's breakfast. I haven't been up this early in like, I haven't been up before 10 o'clock in months. I was like, I can get a McDonald's breakfast. So I DoorDashed some McDonald's breakfast, and that was so good. I was like, oh, the only silver lining to all of these adventures. The VTuber's sleeping schedule. Well, the thing is, like, my sleeping schedule during the day, like when I got on Discord today, I had like 1 million messages from like 10 different people. So every day when I start my day, I usually spend like 2 hours just talking to people. And then during the day, sometimes people, like, you know, they're in the middle of their days and they need to talk about something. There's always something going on with people. However, after midnight, no one's awake. Everybody's asleep, and that's when it's quiet and the world makes sense. So I like to stay up late because that's when I'm my most productive, because there's like no one else awake at the time. Everyone's asleep, and I don't have to deal with people. But I don't work at night, though. I just read manga. I just read, like, I've been really into... I want to catch back up my villainous mangas. Ever since I started the secret streams, I've been so behind in all of them. Hello there. Hi. You are very in demand? Yeah, it's just... I have lots of employees. Like, when I say I talk to people, it's not like, oh my god, I have so many friends and fans that I'm talking to. It's like, no, it's almost always work stuff. Like, 90% of the time. It's just still a lot that I have to talk and do stuff and organize. Especially since, like, we have this current crisis where we're really behind on scripts. So I've been having to write my own scripts. And it's like I'm trying to like get ahead, so this is really bad. Villainous mangas are life. I made a PowerPoint presentation of my favorite villainous mangas on my secret stream. When I was going through it, I was like, oh my god, I haven't read these in so long that I kind of forgot. And I remembered a really good one. There's this one villainous manga where this girl gets reincarnated into his world, and everybody thinks she's dying, but she just wants to like not become queen because she knows they'll kill her if she does. So she just can we collab for like a top 10 villainous manga video? Hell yeah, I would love to do that. I already did a PowerPoint presentation. I wouldn't mind doing something like that again. That one, yeah. So like, there's this girl. She everybody thinks she's dying, and they all like fall in love with her because like, oh my god, she's so brave, or like, oh my god, she's doing all these things even though she's dying. And it's just a whole bunch of misunderstandings where she's just having fun talking to like hot dudes, and just like living her fantasy through this video game she liked. And everybody else thinks she's like, oh my god, she's so strong, she's so smart. Oh, is this I Have No Health? I don't remember the name. They all have the same god. Like, for one, I'm already bad with names in the first place. And for two, they all have like the same sounding names. Like, if you typed in the villainess is the villain, you'd probably get like 20 different results. And all the leads look the same. Yeah, all the male leads look the same. Like, one of my favorite one, Death is the Only Ending for the Villainess. No, that's like the most basic bitch. That's like the Dragon Ball Z of villainous mangas. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but you know, Death is the Only Ending for the Villainess is like, you know, the starter one that gets you into the genre. You told me the wrong... Yeah, I was trying to get you to read the Hourglass one, and you're like, is it this Hourglass one? And I was like, I didn't know there was another Hourglass one. No, I love the Hourglass one. The Hourglass one is about this girl who dies and gets reincarnated like 4 years back in time. But she has an hourglass that lets her go back in time like a day. Or a few hours, I forget. And so she uses that in order to like just make a whole bunch of deals and just get advantages and just find out people who are trying to kill her. And it's so interesting because she's so like ruthlessly evil. She's not evil, but she's ruthless. Give me the Dukes of the North. Oh my god. The Villainess Turns the Hourglass? I think that's what it's called. There was like 50 of them. No, my favorite one though. Here, let me show you guys my favorite one. Oops. I didn't mean to zoom in like that. Images to show. Wait. Let me see real quick. I have an image of it. Let me see if I can just move it somewhere more convenient. It's called... Because I made a PowerPoint presentation, so I have like all of these saved. When the Villainess is in Love. Oh, that's a good one too. Where's my favorite one? Ooh, Shadow Queen's pretty good too. The Villainess Turns the Hourglass. Where's my favorite one at? Oh, god damn it, I can't find it. Was it from last month? Ah, here it is. I don't remember what it's called though. I've got to read this shit, but yeah, I have no idea what the names are for any of them. When the Villainous is Love is literally a name for two manhwa. They're all the fucking same. Yeah, this is my favorite. Oh wait. This is how you do it, so it shows up easier. Okay. This one right here. Death is the only ending for the Villainess. The art in this one is so good. I love reverse harem tropes too. The reverse... Oh, I guess all of them are reverse harems. In this one, she's playing like this shitty mobile game harem, where like there's a hard mode where they really want you to spend money, so they make dying all the time just like a norm. And she could never get past like the intro because she kept getting killed by the male leads because they hated her so much. Because she was like an orphan girl who was found by, you know, like a duke's family because she looked exactly like their lost daughter. And so they brought her in, but the two like real sons hated her. And then there's also like a magician and a prince who's like super sadistic and everybody hates him. And she kept dying in like the intro. And then one day she dies in real life and wakes up inside the game. She's like, oh no, I'm on hard mode. And she's like, oh crap, how am I supposed to do this? I've never been able to beat this game before. And so she's like constantly just terrified that she's going to die. And the only like advantage she has is that she can like see their favorability rating over their head. And she like, oh, they have a 3% favorability rating. Oh my god, that's terrible. And so she just like tries very hard to increase their favorability rating, and they're all assholes, but she does a really good job with it. And the art is just really good. I'm gonna read that one next. Yeah, I showed you that one when I showed you the Hourglass one. I was like, yeah, the Hourglass one's good, but like this one is also really good. I don't know, the Hourglass one is also really good. Because like eventually the Hourglass one, she goes into like, becomes like Spice and Wolf, where she starts her own like economic adventure. They always do that too. Like the villainous manga is basically like an isekai too, where they'll always use their like real world knowledge or future knowledge in order to like make successful businesses. Did you read the latest chapter? I'm not caught up on it yet. I was gonna catch up on it, but then I stayed up late last night doing something else. I was giving YouTube advice. That's the bonus content. The original game was on super easy mode, but the bonus content is on the villainous. Yeah. She said she was playing like the pay to win version of it. Isekai, but a female MC. Basically, they're so different though, and they're so, I love them. I don't know why. I love that genre. They're just interesting, okay? Is it prawn? No, it's not prawn. Whatchamacallit? Oh yeah, I was talking to someone last night. They were asking about like YouTube advice and stuff. And they were like a smaller content creator. And they were telling me that they had tried asking like other bigger YouTubers and stuff too. And they dropped some names. I was like, wow, those people are really big. And she's like, yeah, they kept giving me advice, but their advice wasn't very good. But they would talk about their advice as if it was really good. And then she told me some of the advices, like, oh my god, that is terrible advice. I was like, I think I get it. I am just like them. I love giving other people unsolicited entertainment advice about this industry. And they don't really take it. And I always wondered why. And then I heard this girl's story about like other people giving her bad advice. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. For one, it's like, who asked in the first place? And two, it's like, well, that's good advice, but it doesn't apply to my situation. It's like, that's so true. So true, bestie. I love advice. I love giving unsolicited, unasked for advice that doesn't apply to their current situation. No, that's not true. It's like, the thing is, when you give advice about these kinds of things, you have to keep it very general, because if you want to give someone actual advice, you have to like look at their content, because everybody's situation is really different. Like the stuff I do doesn't really work for like everybody else, even in my own industry. You have to give incredibly specific advice to the point where, like, you know, for example, I used to be a World of Warcraft streamer until recently. Until last year. The only reason I started streaming Yugioh was because of the World Legacy project. Speaking of it, World Legacy, look, I love this background. You know, if I thought, hey, I'm going to do a World Legacy thing, I might as well stream Yugioh. So I branded all of the stream towards Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, even though I mainly just streamed World of Warcraft before. And I was thinking, if I was going to stream World of Warcraft instead for a World of Warcraft project, I would do different things. Completely different. I'll have your advice, but I won't take it. Oh yeah, most of my advice is just like work harder though. So I understand that. But even if you do work hard, that doesn't guarantee you're going to get immediate results. But yeah, it's just like, you know, if I were to give myself advice to do World of Warcraft content, I don't think I would do it the same way I do the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. just because it's so different. But I'd have to make completely different changes to the types of streams I do anyway. Like, you know, making clips and streaming every day would be a pretty standard thing. Be good? Yes, but what does it mean to be good? Like, what is entertaining and how do you market yourself? The biggest thing when it comes to these things is how do you market yourself? Marketing is like the biggest thing ever. I was talking to a dude who works in marketing, and I told him my strats, and he's like, yeah, those are good strategies. But do you want to know why I never give people marketing advice, even though I work in marketing? And I was like, no, tell me. How come you don't give marketing advice, even though you work in marketing? He's like, well, because if I give them the advice and it doesn't work, they're going to be like, well, I did what you said, it didn't work. I was like, well, that's the thing with marketing. Sometimes you just have to like try a whole bunch of new things. And not everything has 100% chance to work. And sometimes they don't implement the methods correctly. Sometimes they take your words too literal and they don't make any like adjustments for like their brand of content. Hi, bestie. Oh my goodness gracious, is that Nova Aokami? Wait, then how do you market yourself? How do I market myself? For me, it's easy because I have big followings in other places. And I leveraged that by just streaming over there for a little bit and then streaming on Twitch to advertise the Twitch. Because for me, I just wanted a big Twitch account so I could send big fat raids so that I could use that in order to get connections with people. However, I don't really do that anymore, and the streams still do okay. I want to get back into doing it. I've just been busy because we've been having a shortage on scripts, so I'm really behind on shit. Some marketing tactics work with some people, while those, yeah, some work, but others don't. The main thing is, like, the main tactic I use nowadays is just the clip channel. And the clip channel's main, like, gimmick is just showing off gimmick decks and seeing if they work or not, or just, like, moments like that. Obviously, that wouldn't work for everybody, or even most streamers. Like, I wouldn't be able to take the advice from my World of Warcraft channel, for example. I'd have to completely think up a brand new strategy for how to promote that. Post in chat, log sleeps. What? So, when it comes to like marketing yourself, it's more of a like, how do you even go about doing that? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I think one of the best ways is to post clips. But if the type of stream you're doing doesn't naturally lend itself to clips, then you're kind of ham-boned. Because you'd have to change how you do your entire stream around that. Which I would advocate to do. But what if you don't want to do that? Well, you don't have to. There are other ways to do it. You still want to post clips. Ideally, you get someone who posts clips for you. That would be the dream. Ideally, you have clippers. You know, like the big Niji, Sanji, and Hololivers, they have people who, like, you know, climb over each other to post clips as soon as videos are done. That's the best form of free advertising. That's why in Niji Sanji, some of their live streamers will post like they'll feature their clippers channels on their page, you know, just because it's like, hey, these people are helping me out a lot. they're free clippers. I'll never forget the one time Andrew told me to do lewd thumbnails thinking it would actually work. No, I think I did it once and everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, the lewd thumbnail thing is something that is such a common noob mistake. There's a lot of things that like newbies do that are just like, you know, you think they work, but they don't really do anything. Like one of them is lewd thumbnails. Another one is like posting at specific times of the day. There's like, oh no, my video's not gonna do well unless I post it exactly at like 2 p.m. prime time when everybody's out and eating lunch. It's like, that doesn't really mean anything. Lewd thumbnails, in theory, work, you know, because like, oh wow, you know, everybody secretly only cares about lewd things. And it's like, you know, more than half of the most popular websites on the internet are porn websites. True. However, people are generally out looking for porn when they're on the internet for that. When they're on YouTube looking for Yu-Gi-Oh content, that's not usually what they have on their mind. I mean, they could, you know, lots of Yu-Gi-Oh players are Coomers, but that's not like, they're not intertwined. They usually just are looking for something specific, or like their interests are not like, you know, in that mindset. So it's just like a difference of expectations and branding. where having nothing but like loot content for this kind of sphere just doesn't really work out that well, but it can work out in specific situations. I think it's the best thing you can do to grow. Yeah, consistently working really hard, sure. I tried to explain the time things to my manager, but I don't think he understood the time thing. Yeah, that's just another like a very common noob mistake. If I see someone who does those things, I just think, hey, they're new to this. Or if they're not new to this and they tell other people to do that as advice, I think, hey, they don't know what they're talking about. The time you post your video doesn't matter. What does matter is posting at the same time. So like you could just pick, I want to post my videos at 5 a.m. That's fine. People will still watch them as long as all of your videos are posted at 5 a.m. Because then they'll like know that's when you usually upload videos, and they'll develop a habit of watching it at 5 a.m. I mean, obviously they're not going to watch it at 5 a.m. They'll watch it when they wake up or something. But they'll be like, ooh, I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to have my breakfast, and I know there's going to be a DuelLogs video available because he uploads at 5 a.m. while I'm asleep. But if you just post at random times, that's what's bad. Consistency. Exactly. How'd you do yesterday against tier? I think I lost a lot. And when it comes to loot thumbnails, I know it seems like that would work well, but it doesn't for a lot of types of content. Generally, there is better ways to clickbait than doing loot thumbnails. And a lot of the times, they don't really do anything. It is more effective to just have like a big blown up image of whatever the subject matter of the video is with like a big arrow pointing at it than it is to have a picture of like a revealing outfit with like a female or a wait, female is a bad one, right? Girl, a young not young lady, a woman. Play tier against Tina. I forget. Someone told me you're not allowed to say female because it's like objectifying, and I was like, okay, I'll try not to say female. But the thing is, if loot thumbnails did work, if that was the secret to just getting views on your videos, then I would 100% do it too. I would have that like in every single video I do. But it doesn't. That's why I don't. I do what works. You kind of have to like put your pride aside for a lot of these things and just do whatever works, and that doesn't work. That's why I don't do it. That's why a lot of people don't do it, because it's just not like the meta. There are better ways to clickbait than that. It's objectifying. It's not objective. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, it's just kind of weird for like the kind of a content I do. However, if your type of content was Coomer bait, where your entire brand was just like, here's like top 10 sexiest moments in anime, then having a loot thumbnail would make sense because it's selling the type of video you're doing. Yeah, there is a meta for clickbaiting. There are some YouTubers who are very adamant about not clickbaiting or having attractive titles because they're like, you know, counterculture. And usually they don't do well, so you don't see them. Occasionally you will see one of those people who do well, and it's more of a fact that they do well in spite of the fact that they're not clickbaiting. It's kind of like playing Yugioh without hand traps or board breakers. It's possible to get lucky and just drop perfect hands all the time. But generally, you don't want to count on getting lucky, and you want to build for consistency. Can you see all the duels come back to one? Complicity, Tempest, no CG, Master Duel, and Tempest. I would love if they all came back to one. Especially the Boulder one. We've evolved past loot thumbnails, clickbaits. It ain't 2010 anymore. No, I wouldn't say that. It's more like the type of content you do. There are types of content where loot thumbnails would absolutely give you more attention than normal ones. It's just the type of content I do. A loot thumbnail wouldn't work. Otherwise, I would use it too. I'm not saying it's like, you know, oh man, I'm morally outstanding compared to everyone else. I would never stoop so low. It's like, hell yeah, I would roll around in the mud if that's what it took. You know how hard it is to make it in this industry? You don't have the luxury to do whatever you want. Reminds me of that one guy's dumb speech. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Yeah, it works and stuff. That's interesting. Inherently sensual. Yeah, so like there is a time and place for it, and it's not like every video. I think in early YouTube, that was an effective tactic. However, those tactics change over time. The reason I don't release publicly my videos on how to make thumbnails or titles is because if I did, then people would copy what I said verbatim, which means everybody else would use it. And if everybody else is doing it, then it means nothing. And you have to change tactics again. Because the way you stand out is by being different. And you can't stand out if everybody's doing the same thing. So because everybody was doing the boobs in the thumbnail thing, people just learned to ignore it. For like normal types of content. In the same way that if I released publicly my videos on how to do titles and thumbnails in like my style and people started copying it, then I'd have to change what I do because everybody else would be doing it and it'd be the standard and I'd no longer stand out. So it's like the meta changes over time. So like if you watch videos about early YouTubers and grew in fame, you know, sometimes the people will be like, wow, this YouTuber grew because they use their attractive girlfriend in the thumbnails and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that used to work back in the day, but nowadays that's not the meta anymore. So you're saying the consistent power creep blew this on YouTube? Yeah, the meta game changed. How do you know when the end board, a linear board, unlinear board when playing against tier limits? The hell is a linear board? I should probably go back and study again. I've seen the TheDuelLogs thumbnail video, can confirm it's super helpful. Yeah, my thumbnail video is very good. However, like, it's hard to apply the results to everything because it's basically like, just be creative. It's like, thanks, that's super helpful. Like, most of the time I just like try random things and I see if they work. And sometimes, most of the time I should say, they fail. It's like, well, that kind of thumbnail doesn't work. Time to try something completely different. Funny thing is, a lot of the times my most successful thumbnails are ones that are super simple and I don't even think looked very good at first. And I was like, oh, I don't know why this one performs super well. And I have to like and I try it again and it works well again. Because sometimes a thumbnail, you can change a thumbnail in a video and it will just start performing better. Like the thumbnail is just such a good advertisement for your video. Send me the thumbnail video? Okay, I can send it to you if I remember. I need a reminder. Logs is Mr. Beast of YouTube. What I love about Mr. Beast is that all he does is metagame YouTube content and nothing else. Like he like sleeps in his studio where they shoot videos and stuff because he doesn't need to go home because he just lives and breathes YouTube. And I was like, this guy gets it. He understands. This is why he's successful. Because all he does is YouTube stuff and he invests all of his money into it. And it's working, and his target audience is a general audience. Thanks for the gifted sub, Psychic Skate 14. Linear's basic combo and end board with 3 negates. While unlinear is playing fusioning on your opponent's turn. Never heard of that before. Mr. Beast is the TheDuelLogs lessons taken to the extreme. Yeah, exactly. He's like more extreme than I am. Which is something to admire and aim towards. Even if I don't watch his videos because I don't really like what he makes. It's more like I respect him as a content creator, but I don't really care for the content he makes. It's just not my thing. Ishizu Tech. Mr. Logs. What about Mr. Logs? So Mr. Beast is your idol? I don't have an idol. I don't really look up to anyone. I know I just said I do, but I don't. I do my own thing. It's more like what he does is admirable, but I personally don't idolize him or anything, or copy anything he does. Because I think I know better. However, you know, if he has a good tip, and I think it's a good tip, I'll listen to it. It's not Rosemi or Oshi. Yeah, but that's different. Rosemi is just a very entertaining streamer. I saw some of his stuff because he did entertainment with like gun tuber. They have gun tubers? And this would be so hard to be a gun tuber. Please don't send on DMs. So I want to make a Cynet Storm deck. I feel like copying isn't what makes you grow, it's innovating. Yep, 100%. That's another thing I see. A lot of people who are new to YouTube or streaming, they'll just wholesale copy what someone more successful did without trying their own thing. And there's nothing wrong with copying ideas and parts of stuff, because there's no such thing as original art. Everything is copied. But if you're copying everything that one person does, that's weird and usually doesn't work. I saw some like stories on Twitter about some people who would literally copy someone's design. They would copy what they did on stream. They'd copy what games they play. They would copy like which people they talk to. I spelled terraform. Terraform. And I was like, that is going way too far, my dudes. I think the only one time I've seen anything of his is clips that show up on Facebook or Instagram. Mr. Beasts. I mean, I know of him because sometimes I'll watch videos where people like interview him, and I like to listen to him talk about YouTube. I don't really like watching his videos. Oh yeah, but there's some people who like copy everything about other streamers, and sometimes other YouTubers. I've had copycats before. I remember one time there was this guy who would straight up just steal my Yu-Gi-Oh videos. He pretended to be me. His channel was called TheDuelLogs, or just DuelLogs something. He had the same profile image. He would just re-upload my videos, my older videos, and then people would watch them. He'd get a whole bunch of views, and he'd comment and pretend that he made them. They'd be like, "Oh my god, can you do this deck next?" This is back when I was a deck free player. And he'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I can do that." And it's like, "No, you can't. You steal my videos. There's no way you can take any of their advice." Oh yeah, there's also somebody who did that for my World of Warcraft account too. He would steal my videos, upload them to his account, pretend to be me in the comments, and they'd be like, "Oh my god," you know, his videos would get a whole bunch of views because he would just steal my most successful ones. We're like, "Oh my god, this video's so good," and he'd be like, "Mike, thank you. I'm trying my best out here," and I'm just like, why? It's like a scammer. It's funny because there are YouTubers just copy the biggest channels at the moment, and while some are decent success, they don't retain a lot of the same viewers. Yeah, that also happens too. One day we famous enough for some impersonate me? Yeah, you will. I remember there used to be, so I remember one time, the reason people don't copy nowadays as much is because YouTube is a lot better at being able to like delete completely re-uploaded videos, but also because the types of videos I make require a lot of effort, and most people who get into YouTube at first are very lazy and they can't copy the amount of editing that goes into my videos. Like, I know my videos don't seem like they're super edited, but they take a really long time to put together. Like, a surprising amount of time for like how simple the edits are. And that's not really copyable because it's just too much work. At that point, just do your own shit. However, there are some types of content that is very easy to copy, i.e. progression series, deck profiles, replays. So I remember one time there was this big, prominent Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber, and he's like, "Hey guys, I don't really see enough smaller YouTuber content. Can you guys, in the reply to this Twitter thread, give me some of your channels so I can check you out?" And I was like, "Ooh, I want to see this," because back in the day, I used to every week look for brand new World of Warcraft channels. And then I found some really good people through that, and I actually like hired some of them to work for me. I was like, I want to see the Yu-Gi-Oh content too. I've never seen this before. Good afternoon, Mr. Logs. Thank you for the sub, Stick Tendo. So I looked through the thread. I looked through every single account that was shown in this Twitter thread for like new and upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers. And without exception, they were all terrible. Like, the laziest type of content imaginable, with obviously just bad editing because they're new to it. you know, it's really hard to have good editing when you're brand new to it. It's a lot easier to like watch a good video than it is to make a good video. It's a lot easier to critique a video than to make something decent. So some of these videos just be dudes in a dimly lit room talking about cards to a camera with no editing. Be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go over my Odd Eyes deck. So I play 1 copy of this. Most people play 2 copies. I play 1. It just works for me. I play 2 copies of Cynet Storm. Most people play 3. I play 2. It works for me. Before I get into the video, make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm growing. I want to make this my dream. So anyways, I play 3 copies of Terraforming. I know I can only play 1, but I play 3 of them. That's another like tall tale sign of someone who's new to it. If you watch someone who asks you to like, favorite, or subscribe within the first 30 seconds of a video, it means they're new to YouTube and someone told them that that's how you do it. They watched a YouTuber advice video and they told them like, favorite, subscribe within the first 30 seconds of the video. And the reason they'd say that is because that's when your highest viewers are. You have the most amount of viewers within the first 30 seconds. So, you know, common knowledge would say, of course you want to ask them within the first 30 seconds. Because that's when the most of your viewers are there. However, what you're asking them to do is to stay around for future content, and within the first 30 seconds of the video, all you've done is shown your annoying Minecraft intro and asked them to subscribe. You haven't given them of any value. There's no reason for them to want to take your call of action. Like, that's the huge dichotomy of having your largest amount of people actually watching there and not giving them of anything of value to want them to stay around. And if anything, you're ruining your video by just having all this stupid shit at the beginning, when you should just get straight to the point as soon as possible. It's pretty low effort to make those kinds of vids. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I was talking about with... So, it was deck profiles or their own progression series where these people would be like, you know, like, hey guys, it's me and my 4 friends.
Congratulations.
Let me explain all their Twitter handles and stuff. Like over here, he's Stinky Pete. He's crazy. We all know Stinky Pete. And this guy over here, he only plays penguins. Classic Doug. And he's like, okay, so we're going to introduce all of our friends for the first 5 minutes of the video. Then we're going to sit around in a Discord call and talk for 15 minutes. Then we'll start opening packs for 30 minutes, unedited. And then we'll get to our first duel. Isn't this exciting, dudes? It's like, no, I don't know who you are. Like, you haven't earned my right to sit around and watch all of this, and it's all completely unedited, mind you. Or they do edit it, but they leave a lot of things that they could cut in because they don't know how to, like, properly have flow. And then the other thing they would do was just replay videos of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro with no commentary, which is what I used to do, but at the very least, I'd have commentary at the beginning of the video to explain the deck. Very bad commentary if I go back and watch my old videos. Like, holy shit, my commentating was garbage. I don't know how I had a following. I don't know how I had fans. I don't know how I had people copying what I did. But they would have, like, replay videos. You know, 10-minute testings. I did replay videos. That was what I did. And it was easy, you know, to actually make the videos. The actual deck building stuff was a pain in the ass. And I had to stop because it was too stressful. I saw my favorite YouTuber either don't call to action, ask for it at the end, or make a joke line, like, I can't believe how ugly people haven't liked the video yet. Yeah, the best way to do it is at the end of the video. Like, a call to action is not bad. Inherently, asking someone to do something is how you get them to do it. But, for the most part, you don't need to do it if your content's good. And if you do it, you want to do it at the end of the video. After you've, like, earned it. You've shown them, hey, if you like what you've seen, subscribe so you can watch more of it, idiot. And people will be like, okay, sure, that was good. I'll subscribe. But just don't do it at the beginning of the video before they've ever watched it. Because you have to remember everybody's video is like the first video they've ever seen of your channel. And a lot of people, it's another new mistake they make, is they assume people have watched their other videos. And so, like, the one they're making now is like, hey, this is the 10th video I've made. They probably watched the other 9 already, so... You know, I can ask them at the beginning, just to remind them, it's like, no, every video you make is someone's first video they've ever seen of your channel. So you have to like make them with that in mind. I'm playing a bad game. Yeah, so anyways, I looked through like almost all 100 channels that were submitted, and they were all bad. Not a single one was good. And I was like, holy shit. This is crazy. Because in the World of Warcraft scene, when I used to look at new channels, there were like channels that actually put effort into their content. There were like, I wasn't expecting all of the channels to be bad. Because in the World of Warcraft scene, I saw so many like brand new channels who were really good. Like I've seen some of them where like the content they put out was like top tier, really amazing. It just wasn't marketable. And they just like stagnated at like, 1,000 subs. The WoW content creators, there were also just like low effort channels too. But I saw so many like really high quality small channels that I was like disillusioned that I thought Yugioh would be the same. I was like, ooh, I wonder if there's gonna be like another like, Rada in here. Another diamond in the rough. And there wasn't. It was exclusively just bad videos. And I was like, holy crap. Is the Yugioh side of YouTube just inherently lazier than the World of Warcraft side? The answer to that question is kind of. The World of Warcraft side of YouTube is, I think it's just like nutso. Like they go too high. They go too hard. I remember back when Blizzard had the controversy and a lot of the World of Warcraft YouTubers moved over to Final Fantasy XIV. The Final Fantasy community said the best thing that's ever happened to our community was the World of Warcraft content creators coming over to us. Because now we had good videos to watch. And I was like, yep, I can totally see that. Because if you go on YouTube and you want to look up a guide on how to do anything, there's like, hey, there's like 40 different classes in the game and specs. I want to know how to play this incredibly gimmick version of like spec number 36, and you type that in and there's like 10 different guide videos and like half of them are super well edited. And you're like, holy shit. This is an incredibly well-researched, well-edited guide video about this incredibly niche subject that has no right to have a video made this well about it. You don't find that shit in Yu-Gi-Oh! You do find people who pet deck decks and they make a whole bunch of videos about it, but like the quality of the videos are usually not very good, but the information is. Like, I love those videos. The most amount of Yu-Gi-Oh! Content I watch is pet deckers. There's like, if I want to watch how to play Medolces, I'll watch Medolce. No, I think there's someone who's called like, I don't remember. I'll just say like Medolce King 17. All he does is Medolce deck profiles because he's been playing the deck for like 10 years. He goes, hey guys, here's my 500th video on Medolces. And it's like, hell yeah, give me that information. You are experienced in this one thing, and I want to learn how to play this deck because of you. It's like, I'm not going to watch a video from a popular YouTuber making a Medolce video. I'm going to watch Medolce King 46 make his video. Like, I am glad that pet deckers exist. I love pet decker channels. But people, whatchamacallit, the World of Warcraft scene is just like on a different level. There are so many ridiculously good, small World of Warcraft channels. That when I decided to, like, when I went over to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Side of YouTube, thanks for the sub, Stimpack VT, for 4 months. We stand, yeah, I love pet deckers. So, like, when I went over to the World of Warcraft's, no, what was I talking about? The Yu-Gi-Oh! Side, and I started making the top 10 videos over here. All I did was copy how I did it on the WoW channel, and I just dialed back my editing a little bit. Because I made one top 10 video for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel in the same way I did in the World of Warcraft side, and it didn't perform very well. And I over-edited it, and I was like, okay, let me dial back the editing a little bit, and then choose a better idea. And then it performed a lot better, and that's how we do the videos now. And that's all I did was I just like copied what I did on my WoW channel, and I just applied it to YouTube, and it worked. Just clickbait like crazy. My channel's videos are inherently clickbait. They're built from clickbait from the ground up. I don't have to like comb through my clips for clickbait because my videos are created with clickbait in mind at the beginning. So, whatchamacallit, back from the dead. Oh wait, how are you doing, Stim? How's your throat? Did all those medications finally work? I watch Papa Triff with the best pen decks. Dude, so there's this guy who pet decks spirals, and he made it to the final round of the MCS last week, with his spiral deck profile. And he's like one of my scriptwriters, Two Tones. And I was like, that's my scriptwriter. He's a pet decker channel. I love pet deckers. Make tier engine video, please. We were talking about it in the work Discord today. They want to do it, and I gave them the okay, so maybe it'll come out. I finally feel better. Nice. I need the restroom. I'll be right back. Hey, it's me. I'm the TheDuelLogs. I'm a psychic spider from outer space, from Earth. That's not Jupiter in the background. Anyone who says Jupiter in chat will be banned. Anyways, you're watching this probably because I'm on break. So let's get started with the ad. Today's ad is let's see. We already did one about Twitch Prime and subs and stuff. Oh, are you tired all the time? Are you a tired boy or girl? Most of my audience is men. Did you guys know that caffeine in your body lasts for up to 10 hours, sometimes even longer? So if you drink something afternoon, chances are you still have caffeine in your body if you're trying to go to sleep at night. So that could be keeping you awake. If you drink lots of caffeine, that's probably why you can't sleep. I know lots of you guys don't sleep because I stream really late at night. Another one is, did you know people go to bed and then they stay awake for a long time before sleeping? Sometimes you can stay up for like over an hour. Not me, I go to sleep like in 5 minutes. Like I just pass right out every day. But if you do, you have to make sure to account that in your sleep schedule. Like if you have to sleep 8 hours and wake up the next day, maybe go to sleep a little bit earlier. Also, did you know if you play video games before going to bed, that can keep your mind active and keep you awake even longer. Find an activity to do to wind down your brain. Or a video game that doesn't require too much brain power, so Yu-Gi-Oh's fine. Also, exercise. If you exercise... I'm back. Did you guys learn good sleeping habits? I think that's what it was. By the time the tier video is done, forbidden every format? Probably. Jupiter? What are you guys talking about? Yes, this is indeed the Jupiter in the background. It uses power psychic illusion to teleport. No, there's no Jupiter there. Shut the hell up. I'll ban you. Strep throat is the worst. Two-tone spiral is so good. Dude, I remember I was watching Alira. She's a prominent streamer for Niji Sanji, which is like a big VTuber corporation. And she was playing Master Duel, and she decided to play spirals randomly. And she had like the combos written down. And then after the stream was over, she was talking about, she's like, yeah, I got the combos from this one YouTuber. He was like, I can't tell you the name, but he has like quick fix in his profile image, and he made a whole bunch of spiral videos, and they were so good. And I was like, oh my god. When he saw my scriptwriter's channel, the spirals, yeah, it was so funny. Did she get the spreadsheet? She took notes. And the notes were funny. She's like, okay, at this point I have to go into the horse guy? Which one's the horse guy? She was talking about Dulon. She's like, I have to go into the horse guy now? I was like, oh my god, this is so funny. I don't know why she picked spirals of all things. Spirals are so complicated. She was like, I don't even know how to play spirals. There's no ban list / ban cards to be unbanned with potential tier elements. It's still the best deck in the game. If there's no ban list with banned cards, is the best deck still tier elements? Yeah. Because all of those broken DM staples just make it better. The reason tier elements would be the best deck is because they can do their combos during your opponent's turn, which no other meta deck in the history of the game has been able to do. They either have to rely on generic hand traps to stop their opponent so they can do their plays on their turn, or they just have like a really good going first combo. Tier elements are able to do their combos during their opponent's turn going second. The closest branded can't even do that. Only tier elements can. You know, like a very good deck that's able to play during their opponent's turn. Christrons cannot play during your opponent's first turn. They can if they set up, but that's not what we're talking about here. Going second, can you play during your opponent's turn and pull a full combo? The answer is yes, you can if you're playing tier limits. Today, Zoo would wipe with no ban list. Zoo cannot play during your opponent's first turn. The thing with Zoo is that they can go full combo by just getting a single monster on the field. Which, cool, but can they do that during their opponent's turn? What if your opponent puts up a bunch of negates? You're not going to get a monster on the field. You'd have to rely on generic board breakers. And I mean, generic board breakers are pretty good. But tier doesn't have to rely on that. Haveness is just the definition of power creep. Yeah, Haveness and the Ishizu cards. Like, the OCG had no ban list tournaments. And tier limits were just like winning all of them. Although the fact that tier limits was winning is probably just because people were just like used to the decks because they were, they were just in the meta. So it's kind of a skewed result. If you really wanted to understand like how the game would play without a ban list, you'd have to have multiple events for people to like figure out metagames within it. So you couldn't just like do one and then just judge based off of that. Sorry for being mean, Chain Haveness. Isn't Zoo just utopic and Trident? No, ban list Zoo is redunculous. Look up Norden combos. Basically what they would do is they would get one card on the field, usually Rat Pier. You have to remember. Let me just show you. Fuck. Zodiac. So there's this card right here called Zodiac. Is Rat Pier banned in this game? No fucking way. Oh my god, they just have it banned. This card right here. Once per turn, if this card is attached to a Beast Warrior Xyz monster, once per turn, detach one Xyz material from this card, special summon a Rat Pier from your hand or deck. This is a soft once per turn. So if you're able to get Rat Pier underneath one of your Zodiac monsters, they all gain the effect to special summon a monster from the deck. And if you have 3 copies of this, because the thing is, since it's a soft once per turn, and the way zoos work is they Xyz on top of themselves. So say you go into Tiger Mortar with Rat Pier, you use the effect on Rat Pier in order to get a Rat Pier from the deck. And then you just rank it up again, and then you do it again, and then you rank it up again, and you do it again, and now you have like 3 cards out. And you can just like keep recycling them back into the deck with like Daigusto Emerald, or even the Shizu Shufflers now that we have those. And then just keep bringing out Rat Pier over and over to just get an infinite advantage. And then you use those Xyz monsters in the field for stuff like Norden, because Norden's materials are 2 like Xyz monsters, and you use that to bring back a Rat Pier to go into more Rat Pier combos, and then you can use Broad Bowl in order to search out Rat Pier if you reset them all back to the deck. Like, they can just link climb like crazy, and the reason this is important, whereas you can do this already with like Morphtronic Telephone, is because this all starts with a single monster on the field. That's it. Like, full combo is just getting a monster on the board, and you're good to go. Whereas with Telephone, Morphtronic Telephone, here. This is like a good case point of like, so this one right here also allows you to get infinite materials on the field, just like Rat Pier. However, this requires a whole bunch of effort. You have to set one on the field, you have to get one in the graveyard, and you have to find a way to get that game state. And then you can start going infinite from these 2 cards. Zodiac Rat Pier with, an unlimited ban list can do all this by just getting any Zodiac monster on the board. It's just like, the consistency is wild. But they can't do that during your opponent's turn. So tier could still totally destroy them in a no ban list tournament. I got combo Telephone once and it was absurd. Yeah, if you can set up the Telephone combo, you can basically mimic Zodiac at full power. Just to show how powerful Zodiac was. Like, Zodiac nowadays, with all the bans, is a completely different deck, and it's still good. Even without, like, their best cards, it's still good. Which is insane. How is it that Zodiacs are still played, even though they have 3 of their best cards completely unusable? And they would still probably lose to Tier. But I think they could totally win if they went first and Tier didn't draw well enough. I forget, Zoo was at full power. You didn't even have to draw the Zoo itself. You could just full combo without using normal summon just off a speed right. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, because you use MX Saber Invoker to just bring out Rat Pier from the deck and you won. You didn't even need to draw into the Zoos. You could just draw into Terratop. My god, a no banless Zoo deck would be nutty. Anyways, Kozaki. Giant Kozaki. And then, what's the name of that card where you gain 1,000 life points and then you lose 2,000 life points if it's sent to the graveyard? Come on, you guys know it. It's called... What's it called? No, not Garbage Lord. Grandora? Is it Grandora? You think with how much I play this deck, I'd know this. Dora? Granadora. Aegis. Wouldn't the Tillaments always draw well if they had Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity? Funny thing is, because you want to do your combo during your opponent's turn, you actually wouldn't want to play too many consistency spell cards that require your turn to be around to use them, because you'd want to increase the chances you draw into hand traps that would allow you to get to like your tier combo. Should I play... Should I play Ishizu stuff in here? Why is that Ganadora banned? Who's Ganadora? Ascendant of Thunder? The Ascendant of Thunder? Of Thunder. I remember like in some of the OCG lists when they had a no ban list tournament, some of the tier decks weren't even playing Pot of Greed because it just like mucked up their main engine. It was like, yeah, we don't need it. It's just like, they'd rather just play a hand trap there. The Ascendant of Thunder, you can special summon this card from your hand by paying 3,000 life points. If this card is summoned in this way, it is in its owner's control, destroyed by opponent's card or by battle or card effect. Gain 5,000 life points. Wow, amazing. That's such a flex by tier. Yeah. After the 10 life, now no, because the thing is, the Shizu allows you to compete against tier. Because if you get one of the shufflers in the graveyard, you can just muck over their strategy. I'm trying to think. I want to build a deck that can activate Cynet Storm as many times as possible per turn. The best way to do that is to just repeatedly summon Giant Kozaki. What is the best way to bring this card out multiple times from like the graveyard? I prefers not to play Pot of Greed shouldn't exist. Yeah, it's so funny. Tier is like the way they play just does not care about Pot of Greed. They still played Graceful Charity, but they didn't play Pot of Greed because it just wasn't necessary. The deck was already consistent without it. They probably just played Graceful Charity because it's like, we have a couple spots. Ascended to Thunder Tomahawk Turbo. Maybe by getting the deck with Summoner Monk? Summoner Monk is just Ash bait, but people aren't really playing Ash right now. Does Lightsworn work with tier? Lightsworn? Yeah. Technically. I like how the average YCS standby phase during tier era is 20 plus cards on board. Yeah. Graceful can trigger names like discarding them, so that makes sense. Yeah. Like, the thing is, they didn't really need it, but they just played it because, like, well, we have some room. Might as well play it because it triggers the names and is very consistent. Hello, TheDuelLogs. The last week I've been working on different projects, kind of inspired by you, and has really been working and getting results. Thanks. Ooh, what kind of projects? Does lightning work with tiers? I don't know. What's lightning? Oh, Lightsworns. I read that wrong. Of course they do. I want to play my Cynet Storm deck, but I don't know how to play this to be effective. What if I just play it pure going second? A pure going second version. With my Lava Golem. Art commissions, design mostly? Oh, okay. Well, that sounds cool. Pure going second, Maxim. I don't really want to play a pure going second deck. I want to play a deck that procs Cynet Storm a million times. That's what I really want to do. What are the best targets for Cynet Storm you'll be using? Exploder Rocket Dragon. What is Exploder Rocket Dragon? Exploder Rocket Dragon. When a Link monster's effect is activated that targets this card, you can destroy this card, and each player takes 2,000 damage. During the end phase of this card is in the graveyard because it destroyed this field. You can special summon Rocket Monster from your deck except with Exploder Rocket Dragon. I guess it triggers it, but I don't have a way to, like, trigger it. It triggers Cynet Storm, but I don't have a way to trigger this card. It's crazy how all the tier traps except for the field spell have graveyard effects as well. Yeah, it is. It's kind of nutty. Wide Veil? Popper-upper? Exploder Rocket sucks for this? Yeah, he does. What are the best targets for Cynet Storm? Well, the best targets for Cynet Storm... Link. Cybers. Link rating... It's definitely Avermax and S-Force Justify, and this one Orcus card. I can't find it. It's a Link 3. Ah, here it is. Oh, Mech Knight. Excuse me. Mech Knight, Spectrum Supreme. These are the 3 best cards. World Gears is just a generic beat stick in this deck. Void Apocalypse and get Giant Kozak in the grave if you're still looking for ways to get that up. Wait, what does Void Apocalypse do? Void Apoc. You can discard 1 card. Send 1 fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. Is he a fiend? Giant Kozaki is a fiend? Oh my god, this would be so good in Labyrinth if it wasn't for the fact that Special Summon required my field spell card, which Cynet Storm is. Send a fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can send this face-up card from your spell trackers onto the graveyard. Send Inferno monsters different names from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Up to the number of monsters your opponent controls. There's special summon from the extra deck. You can use back once per turn. I guess this does allow you to get in the graveyard. You can also just use Fiend Griefing to do that too. Fiend Grief. Did I spell grief wrong? Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Shuffle into the deck. Then send 1 fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. Garbage Lord? Garbage Lord pays. It doesn't deal damage. Oh, I got a job as a judge in a drawing contest. The TheDuelLogs method works, people. Wait, what's the TheDuelLogs method? I say a lot of different things. Demise of the land? I can search out the field spell. That's not really my big issue right now. Ring of Destruction? Oh, no. Whew. I'm more interested in reusing the effect of Giant Kozaki a million times. Can pseudo space work? Pseudo space? No. Aegis of Gaia works too. That was the version I was using last night. Is this a creature swap deck? No. I don't know if that would work. Demise? I don't need Demise. What about Destruction of Destiny? What's that? Destruction of Destiny. Destiny. Oh my god. The pink maid can summon Kozaki from the deck? Wait, really? Send 3 cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard and take 1000 damage for each spell or trap card sent to the graveyard in this way. Oh, ooh, that could proc it. Or just get monsters in the grave. Labyrinth. You can send 1 normal trap from your hand or that's set on your side of the field to the graveyard. Special summon 1 level 4 or lower fiend monster from your deck in defense position. Except Ariana, the Labyrinth Servant. If another monster leaves the field by a normal trap, you can draw 1 card. You can apply this effect. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't know that. We can just play a version of this deck that doesn't play the field spell. Just working in things and doing stuff. You work on a lot of channels and organize a lot. Oh yeah, that's true. Cynet Storm Time. Logs in Heaven. Yeah, it's Cynet Storm Time. Raimei is an exception because its text was written badly long before PSCT. Isn't Raimei just burn damage? Or does it change their life points? Labyrinth. Send 1 normal trap from your hand or set. I need to play normal traps. I can pitch for this. Charge in Dark World can revive. Wait, what? Charge into Dark World. The Forces of Dark World, Gateway of Dark World. Charge into a Dark World. Target 1 level 4 or lower fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then discard 1 fiend monster. You can activate 1 charge into the Dark World per turn. You have to discard for it? And it has to be specifically a fiend monster? Oh my goodness gracious. I think I could use this. You can only activate 1 of these cards per turn. Give me a second. I need to think. Does Dino-Mishkis trigger Dark World monsters? But he gets Kozaki back. It does get Kozaki back. I mean, you play Labyrinths anyway? That is true. I do play the Labyrinths anyway. I was just thinking, because I can play Snow in order to search it out. And then I can play Dino-Mishkis in order to, like, trigger those effects. Okay. The payloads can't discard for cost, otherwise you can discard a payload from the hand and chain it to the activation. Target 1 face-up card in the field. Colon. Discard 1 card, and if you do, banish it. When you do the Kozaki, I'm going to summon it and then take damage with Cynet Storm and then bring out 1 of my monsters. What do you think of the new DK Fusion? What's DK Fusion? Oh, colorless? He looks mid. Okay. Here's the main stratagem. We use this card in order to bring out Kozaki. However, she requires you to send a normal trap card from your hand to the graveyard. Or that's set on your side of the field. Which means I'm going to be losing advantage. I was thinking maybe I should play Titanociders so I have a infinite use of this card. But also, Welcome Labyrinth kind of hambones me. Because it locks me into fiends, which is really bad. So I can't really play Welcome Labyrinth. Ariana to search Ariane. And then what? Slot when we do a quota, since they are hard once per turn, it gives you more choices. Well, that's just in here so I can remind myself to add the Shizu engine if I need it. Archerfiend's Ghastly Glitch. Ghastly Glitch. At the very least, Welcome Labyrinth resets itself, which can be used with Ariana to go into more plays. And then if I just play a whole bunch of floodgates, this should work. Like Summon Limit. And Rivalry of the Warlords. I think you need more normal traps. That's true. Ichiro's Ledger Book. Evenly matched for going second. And do I even want to play the tier elements if I'm just playing a bunch of floodgates? Not tier elements, the these cards. Keep in mind people rarely play Ash now because it's near useless against tier. Yeah. What other cards do I have in here that could help? Ooh, I could play Pot of Extravagance. Or Pot of Prosperity. Rivalry ruins your setup if you're triggering Cynet Storm. Oh yeah, that's true. Super Poly, I can't play fusion monsters in the extra deck. Wouldn't Starmind work with Cynet? What's Starmind? Starmind. Starmind. This card, the problem is that it's an extra deck monster though. Take 2,000 damage, then inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. If a monster in this card's addition zone is destroyed by your opponent's card or effect, and destroy this card. And if you do, take 2,000 damage, then inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. Yeah, it could trigger it, but like I don't have a way to bring. Oops. I don't have a way to. Like, I can trigger it in other ways easier. That's what I'm trying to say. What exactly do you want to activate in this deck? Giant Kozaki. Wait, what does Ghastly Glitch do again? If you control Fiend Monster, target one card on the field, destroy it. Then you can send a Fiend Monster from your deck to the graveyard. Burning Mirror Force? Yeah. Burning Mirror Force. Mirror Force. Blazing Mirror Force. You need to take 2,000 damage. Monster Reborn? Ooh, Monster Reborn works. Blazing Mirror Force. Ring of Destruction. No, wait, we don't need these. Our game plan is to bring out Giant Kozaki. I'm being distracted again. Well, we need our 3 copies of Extravagance, and then just play a whole bunch of other cards that we can go into. We need Cyburst monsters that are Link monsters only. Monster Reborn brings out Kozaki. Right, I forgot to add Monster Reborn again. Torrential Tribute. Ooh, that's a good one. Heat Soul. Heat Soul is really good. I need ways to draw cards too, though. And to gain life points. I don't have enough life points. Zeroboros and Bomber Dragon. Yeah, there we go. Where's Zeroboros? It's a Link 3, right? Skullmark, the G Golem is also Cyburst. The G Golem is also decent. The Link 4. We'll play the G Golem. Oh, I also want to play Zeroboros though. Where's Zeroboros? Wait, isn't Zeroboros banished my field? Damn it, I can't find it. Banish all cards in the field. I don't like banishing all cards on my field, though. I'll play one Zeroboros. Time for going to gimmick. Can we get Chicken Game, Dragon Ravine, Destrudo, and AFD? What's AFD? Thoughts in deck with more than 40 cards? It really depends on what kind of strategy you're trying to employ. What about the Ignister boss monster? It doesn't do anything if it's cheated out. I need to get monsters that are only good if they're cheated out. Ancient Fairy Dragon? What are you going to do with Ancient Fairy Dragon? You get another Chicken Game? Underworld Goddess is Fiend. Summoner Monk? I don't have enough spells for Summoner Monk. Ancient Fairy can search Cynet Storm, no? Oh, is that what you mean? Ancient Fairy can search Cynet Storm. I guess you're right about that. Waking the Dragon. Oh, that'd be another way to cheat out my cards. And I'd get to choose which ones. Waking the Dragon. Triple Waking the Dragon. Let's see. Oh, I can't play Ancient Fairy Dragon because I need my extra deck. I guess I could play Chicken Game as an option to destroy with Ancient Fairy Dragon to search it out. And just play Destrudo with any of these level 4s. Trap Trick, since we're using so many normal traps. The Trap Trick. At this rate, I'm not going to play a 60 card deck. You guys just don't understand the economy. Quarzy just said AFD is too much hassle. Yeah, it's too much hassle. Triple Tactics Talents. Ooh. Triple Tactic. Just try to go second. And then there's also Dimension Shifter. Destruction of Destiny feels like a massive neg 1 in this deck, but it can trigger Cynet Storm. Lib can Successor 2 to bring back Kozaxi. Can set Successor. Wait, what? Lib is a Cyburst monster. Ooh. During your main phase, set one World Legacy spell trap directly from your deck, but it cannot be activated this turn. Lib. We'll play exactly one Lib. Related cards. Exactly one World Legacy Succession. The Libromancer formats Cooper Pile. Doesn't she need cards in the graveyard? Oh yeah, she needs World Legacy cards in the graveyard. But I cannot activate this turn while you have no World Legacy. Well, I can use it eventually, just not this turn. I could play World Legacy Shield and search it. A Mech Knight monster from your deck. Play 3 Bloody Bombardment Dragon. What is that? Bombard Dragon. Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird. I have no idea what Bombardment Dragon is. Okay. Yeah, it can trigger it, and it can also miss. Maybe Ishtir World Legacy Scars FTK. I had someone pull off the FTK against me, and I still beat them, which I thought was hilarious. Titan. Titanocider. I'll play one Titanocider since it's a graveyard trap effect. World Legacy Survivors could work as well. Lost such extra deck to links, but they're always using links anyway. Wait, what's World Legacy Survivor? Activate the top 5 cards in your deck, add an excavated crawler or world legacy card to your hand, also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. Otherwise, shuffle all the cards back into your deck. Unless I'm playing world legacy cards, I can't really use this. Except link monsters. I mean, I could use crawlers with Soma to use this. What's the use for Medora in this deck? Nothing at the moment. Also, I'll be right back. I should have drank a full water bottle. Hey, it's me. I'm the TheDuelLogs. I'm a psychic spider from outer space, from Earth. Hello, it's me, the TheDuelLogs. I'm a spider from the moon. This is a public service announcement in order to address some slander I've been seeing in chat. I've seen lots of people say that I'm from Jupiter, which is not true. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's go into this ad, because I'm probably playing this while I'm gone. How to make friends. I get this one a lot in chat. You know, those people say, hey, the TheDuelLogs, I don't have any friends. How do I make friends? And I say, well, why are you asking me? Like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh for a living. You think I have friends? So anyways, let's go over some tips on how to make friends. Now, first step, the number 1 step, be the initiator. Don't wait for people to contact you. Have you ever watched a TV show or an anime where the main character is some dweeb, some loser, some absolute just nobody who does nothing. He has no skills, and yet he gets all these friends and things. You know, usually what happens is that other people reach out to him, and he doesn't have to do anything. Don't be that person. Be the side character. Be the side person who reaches out to the main character and forces them in all those adventures. That's how you do it. Waiting for things to happen is guaranteeing that they won't, unless you get lucky, and you probably won't. Also, when you talk to people, don't look for the right things to say. Just say what you like or dislike. I know this will cause you to have friction, maybe make some people not like you as much if they find out what you like or dislike, but it makes you feel like a more real person. And real people are more, they're worth sticking around. You'll find people who like the things you do, and you can avoid the people who don't dislike. Oh crap, I didn't notice my mic was muted. From your hand or deck in defensive positions. World Legacy's Corruption. There's this one card called Cynet Recovery. If link monsters you control destroy by battle or an opponent's card effect, target one monster in your graveyard except a link monster. Special summon in defense position. You can only effect once per turn. This would allow me to recover Kozaki from the graveyard. Fuck, my nose is itchy. Have you considered Double Bite Dragon? Two link monsters. Gains attack equal to the combined link ratings of the monsters used for its link summon. Unaffected by monster effects except for link monsters, and cannot be destroyed by battle except with the link monsters. Ooh, this would get destroyed by Scream though. Or Smashers. It needs to be unaffected by everything. How do you get Kozaki or 2K self-meal from your hand? Small World needs us to play more monsters. So, I also need a way to not die to my opponent's burn damage. Spooky Dogwood. Okay. So, here's the stratagem for this deck. We want to go into Giant Kozaki. We want to search Giant Kozaki with Ariane. That is our only way to really get it out. And we need normal traps so we can actually use her effect in order to search out Giant Kozaki. Then we also want to search out the field spell card. Then we just want to bring back Giant Kozaki as much as possible. So the most important thing in this deck is to get Cynet Storm on the field and Giant Kozaki to blow them up. So step number 1 should be getting Cynet Storm on the field. Our main ways to do that is either terraforming or the metaverse, or drawing into it with one of my pot cards. I think what I should do is play Pot of Prosperity. No more cards can be added to this deck. It's fine. Pot of Prosperity, so that we can increase our chances of drawing it. If all need be, we could play Demise of the Land and or Planet Pathfinder or Rainbow Bridge Salvation. But at the moment, we're just going to play consistency cards to try to get it. So we have the consistency cards. We have Pot of Prosperity, Triple Tactics, Pot of Extravagance, and of course Terraforming and Metaverse. That is our main game plan for getting those cards out. Everything else is supplementary to that goal. What is more important? We need to not lose. So we have Ghost Sister and Maxie in here. Then what else do we have? Do we need Lord of the Heavenly Prison? This can give us a chance to set Terraforming from the deck, which gets Cynet Storm out, so it's good. We don't really need Evenly Matched. We can get rid of that. We don't really need Summon Limit. We don't need Glitch. We don't need Titanocider. We don't need Destruction of Destiny. We don't need Cynet Recovery. Because it's like a win more card. We don't need Fiend Griefing. We do need some normal traps in order to do this stuff. We don't need Shifter. We don't really need Lava Golem. We don't need 3 of these. We don't need that. We can go down to 1 of them. Okay. Charge into the Dark World. We could get rid of this one too. We could also just get rid of World Legacy Secession. Because ideally we only need to trigger Kozaki a single time. We also don't need Ariana, because we're playing a bunch of consistency cards. Okay. Summoner Monk is much easier. Summoner Monk is another way to get into Kozaki, that's true. Because we're playing like an equal number of spells and traps. Why play Lord of the Heavenly Prison when you're playing Waking the Dragon? We don't really need Waking the Dragon either. I'm going to remove 1 copy of those. We'll have multiple copies of Trap Tricks, but like if we're playing multiple copies of Trap Tricks, what is even the target we're searching with Trap Trick? What is so important that we need to search it out? Because all we need is a trap to pitch with Ariana. If anything, we're better off just playing multiple copies of Titanocider, because this card can recover itself. We have a single copy of Welcome Labyrinth just so we can pitch it to the graveyard and get it back with like removal effects. And if we're trying to do that so we can use Ariana more often, we don't really need to do that. And bringing out Ariana locks me out of the extra deck, which goes against the goal of trying to get out these cards, so we need to remove that. So now we no longer need to really use that effect. So we have Dino Mishkis here specifically just so that we can maybe activate the second effect of this and have some form of removal, but we don't really need it because we don't have any cards we really want to pitch to the graveyard with this card anymore. Because originally it was here so we can pitch it for the Dark World step, but we've already like removed almost all of it. Also, charge into the Dark World. We don't really have the Fiend monsters in the deck. There's not enough of them, so we're going to get rid of that too. This deck really needs Big Welcome. Big Welcome would be pretty cool. So these are all the cards we removed. Is there anything... If we play Destruction of Destiny, do we have any good graveyard effects? Not really. What we could play is Back to the Front. Back to the Front allows us to get cards back from the graveyard, but it does target the card in the graveyard. And the Ishizu Shufflers can just get rid of that, or like all the DD Crows. You don't really want to play cards that target cards in the graveyard. But there is Deep. The Deep Grave. Oh, this one also targets. Are there any graveyard special summon normal traps that don't target? Dangers can summon Giant Kozaki back from the graveyard, non-targeting. Dugares, but I can't play extra deck cards. Ishizu engine. Normal traps. Normal traps. That special summon from the graveyard specifically. Waking the dragon targets. I can't find it. Where the fuck is my thing at? You guys can't see what I'm looking at. Angel. A blue tears. Set a normal trap directly from your hand or deck. Ooh, that's pretty good. That'd be a way to trigger stuff. Laundry trap. Ooh, that's another way to get cards. Dino Mishkis. Dragon Maid cleanup. Ooh, that's a way to get more cards out. It has a graveyard effect. If banished. Show us? Yeah, I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro right now looking at my stuff, but I can't find the one. Life point gain cards. Ooh. There's Super Team Buddy Force Unite. Target a face-up monster on the field. Special summon one monster from your hand or graveyard with the same original type as that monster, but a different original name. If this card in your own spell trap zone is destroyed. So Super Team Buddy Force would work. It's a non-target. What does Cynet Storm do? A lot. It allows me to cheat stuff out. Any small world gates? I don't really need small world. This deck does not have the advantage to play small world. Soul Rope does everything if you put a monster on the field that destroys itself. Ooh, I guess Soul Rope also works, but I do have a thing. I just don't know why I don't have it saved anywhere. Skywolf. Target one monster, target one monster, target one face-up monster, then special summon, target a monster, target a monster. Activate this by targeting a monster, target a monster, target one monster, target a world monster in your graveyard. Special summon one monster from your graveyard, less attack than the original difference. Imprudent Intrusion. Intrusion. Bone Temple block. Imprudent. Imprudent. Your life points must be lower than your opponent's activate and resolve this effect. Activate one of these effects. Destroy one monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to the life point difference. Special summon one monster from your graveyard with less attack or equal to the difference in life points. So as long as my life points are 2,500 lower than my opponent's, I can use Imprudent Intrusion. And it doesn't target, it just special summons from the grave. What's Bone Temple block? Bone Temple. How are you lowering your life points though? Giant Kozaki. Discard one card, special summon one level 4 lower monster from your opponent's graveyard to your side of the field, and your opponent chooses one level 4 lower monster from your graveyard to your opponent's side of the field. This monster is destroyed in your next end phase. No, it doesn't work. Upstart and Chicken Game? Yeah, I was thinking Upstart Goblin can increase my opponent's life points. But I don't really need to do that. So we have Imprudent Intrusion. This is exactly what I needed for this deck. I think this should work as a sample. A template. We'll see how this one works. Cynet, Storm, Kozaki, Control. We'll see how effective it is, and then we can make changes to it based on this. So we should also probably just call it version number 1. V1. Why is he looking for a non-target revive trap? So that I can special summon Kozaki from the graveyard without them disrupting it with DD Crow. Or the other card. Kozaki. Cynet Storm. Imprudent Intrusion. Okay, let's see if it works. In Platinum.
Thanks for wasting your points on nothing, you idiot.
Thanks for wasting your points on nothing, you idiot. Can it beat over tier? We're about to find out. Can't they just shuffle Kozaki away anyway? They won't know I'm going for Kozaki though. They'll go for all the other cards I have in my graveyard. Because you hate it? Nice logs? Okay. Hello there. I am the nicest person who's ever lived. Oh no, I just drew into 3 Dynamishkuses. This is terrible. Why is it that bad things only ever happen to me? Well, let's see how well this works. 10 out of 10 hand. I agree, Gustav 1. Give my child support DuelLogs. Thanks for the sub, Demon Head 431. Ooh. Ooh, they're gonna go into Dragon Rulers. This is gonna be fun. It's a W for sure. We're going for nothing but W's today. Dynamishkus isn't hard once per turn. You can set multiples. I can, but I want them in my hand. Your opponent has summoned a card. Would you like to activate the effect of a card? No. How's your day going? The awesome and kind-hearted logs. My day is fine. It's going good. That sound clip reminded me, though. I should probably ask Meowie how she's doing. Ugh. She hasn't talked to me in 2 days. I just sent her a message. How are you doing, my dude? Ooh. Thanks for the prime sub, Demon Head. I mean, what is it? FGC. And also the resub, Demon Head 431. Give my child support DuelLogs. Demon Head? Who's your child? The Pile Arm Dragon. Here's to 14 months of lurking. Holy shit. How many messages do you have, Kendall Slice? Only 15 messages in 14 months? Damn, that's awesome. Whoa, that is a lot of attack points. Are they going to go for a game? You're getting Tomahawked? I mean, I have Disruption for Tomahawk. That's what I was waiting for. Battle phase? They're just going to go for it? Well, I guess I can't wait. Time to banish Pile Armed Dragon. They are a super fan? Seems like it. How's it going? Select a card to discard from your hand. I can bring out Lord of the Heavenly Prison. That seems like such a waste of the card, though. Because I just drew into it. Serious business? I love serious business. They can only attack with one monster now. Was that because of the Pile Arm Dragon? I still have Max C going, so if they keep special summoning. Predator Plant Verte Anaconda? Yes, I'll draw another card. Ooh! I can use Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood in order to gain some life points. Oh, they hadn't even used Tempest yet. Yes, I would like to chain Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood to start getting some life points too. Are they going to go into DPE? Most likely. If they do, that means I can't use Cynet Storm because it'll just get popped. Ooh, Titano-Cider. That will shut down DPE. Maxi at home. I also have Maxi. Verte Anaconda, come on, give me some more card draw and life points, please. Ugh. Is it just me or does log sound differently? Yes, I'm the nicest person ever right now. DPE, they're gonna go for Denier and Dasher. No Celeste. Ooh, I drew into another one. Excellent. Card destruction? Okay. Still a good hand. Give Mr. Metal a raise. Thanks for the 100 bits, Jupiter Spider. No. Ooh, Pot of Extravagance. Okay, let's activate this immediately to draw some cards. Rip Cynet Storm. I can just get another one. Especially if I draw some cards. Wait, they're gonna activate DPE right now? Do they have a set Scythe? DPE? DPE? Oh my god, they did have a set Scythe. How hilarious. I can't special summon this turn anyway. They hard drew into Scythe. Oh, fuck, I forgot about the extravagance. Yep, I did. That's fine. I have so many cards in my hand anyway. It doesn't even matter. Let's see here. Triple Tactics Talents. I can steal one of their cards. Ooh, and then I contribute it. Activate Triple Tactics Talent. Take control of one of your opponent's cards. Yes. I will take this DPE. Wait, what? A hard once per turn resets on my side of the field? Ooh, I didn't know that. Activate Monster Reborn. Let's bring back... Predaplant Verte Anaconda. I might be able to go into a Link 3 with these. Chain DPE. Oh wait, I can't because I'm Scythe locked this turn. No, it's fine. This is my original plan anyway. Destroy the back row? Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Let's see, this card will get returned to the hand. So it doesn't really matter. Thank God the game keeps track of obscure Yu-Gi-Oh rules. Wait, what obscure Yu-Gi-Oh rules? Okay, we'll set 2 cards and pass. And I have Maxi. I'm not sure why they card destructioned my hand. It's a hard once per turn, but not a once per turn. Yeah, it reset. I just forgot to use it. Dash. Ooh, Maxi again. Like getting DP stolen after activating. Do you think they have a called by? I don't know what their set card is, but they're not using it. Ooh, a Cynet Storm. Standby phase, main phase 1. Ooh, is this a tuner? It is. They can go into a level 6. Denier, special summon this card. Spooky Dogwood. Your opponent has succeeded in special summon, activate the effect of a card. Yes, Spooky Dogwood. If they keep special summoning, then I gain a bunch of life points. They're gonna go for it. They're gonna give me more card draw and more life points now. What does Cynet Storm do? If I take more than 2,000 points of damage, I get to cheat out a Cyberse monster for my extra deck. So I just normal summon Giant Kozaki to do that. What cards do I have left? Some good ones. Okay. What are you going to do next? Plushio can definitely come back into your format. Oh yeah, because I can just shuffle it back. I'd rather it not, though. Because we still have Predaplant, Verte, Anaconda. IP Masquerena. Ooh, activate Titano Cider in the graveyard? Yes, please. There we go. This is only during the main phase, right? So as long as I use Titano Cider during my opponent's turn, I don't have to worry about it. Actually, no, you cannot, depend on the situation. You cannot use the effect of Mirror Jade on your next turn, but you still, the same turn quick effect is used, you can use it yourself afterwards. My DP gone and I'm ham-boned. Are they gonna go into Underworld Goddess? Oh, so they're gonna try to go into Avermax. Artifact Dagda. Well, I guess they can just go into Avermax. But I can go into Avermax too. Avermax, who can't be destroyed and cannot be targeted. Also, my monster was normal summoned, so Avermax's effect doesn't work. I don't think they remember that. I think oh, he remembered. He remembered at the right second. The last second, I mean. He's like, uh-oh, never mind. It was normal summoned. It was a normal summon 3000 attack beat stick. Uh-oh, never mind. 9 cards. Should I draw? Should I use Pot of Extravagance? Honestly, my hand is freaking banger right now. Cynet Storm. Giant Kozaki. Take 2000 points of damage. Activate Cynet Storm. Avermax. What happens when Avermax attacks into an Avermax? Chat. Maxi won you this game? Of course it did. Okay, Avermax gets a shuffle. Who are they gonna shuffle? They're gonna shuffle my Avermax. Okay, I'm gonna use Pot of Prosperity. Banish 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ariana. Ooh. Wait, I could use another lore to protect my back row. But I don't care about protecting my back row. I care about going into Ariana. Okay. And then we set Waking the Dragon. I don't need to pitch anything else for my deck. A normal summoned Lord of the Heavenly Prison is winning me this game right now. Ditching your extra deck in Cynet Storm seems counterintuitive. I at most cheat out 1 or 2 monsters from the extra deck. The other ones, and I also can only cheat them out randomly anyway. So my extra deck is a resource. And I'm using it. Avermax wins. What do they even have left? They've used everything. They don't even have dragons in the graveyard to bring out Tempest again. No, they have 1 dragon in the graveyard. They'd have to use 1 in their hand, too. Oh, rank 7? I have Titanociders. They're completely ham-boned. DPE gone, I'm ham-boned. Exactly. Okay, now it's time for Ariana. We'll use Ariana to ditch one of my Titanociders to the grave, because I don't need both of them. Special summon Giant Kozaki from the deck. He gets destroyed immediately, which triggers Cynet Storm. What am I getting? Ooh, Spectrum. Spectrum Supreme. Alright, let's go into the battle phase and win this. Wouldn't it be funny if they had a Mirror Force? This is such a funny combo. Mech Knight Gamers Supreme. I didn't even need it. All I needed was the normal summon Ariana. This deck is hilarious. I love Giant Cynet Storm Kozaki Control version 1. Oh, it's not even your choice? It's just a random dude from the extra deck? Yeah, exactly. It's just a random card from the extra deck. That's why I can use my extra deck as a resource. How can you make a deck so funny? This deck is hilarious. The win condition is actually to bring out Kozaki. Gonna go buy out Giant Kozaki. Why not Borrelend? Who's Borrelend? I'm copying this deck. I'll post it in the... Someone remind me to post it in the deck description afterwards. 6 cards. 3,500 towers. It has to be Cybers. Ooh. Not half bad. Spooky Dogwood and Maxi. And if they pop my back row, I can just chain whatchamacallit? Waking the Dragon. What are they gonna do? They're going to send Foolish Burial, a tier? Are they actually playing tier limits? A Rainbow Bridge? It's a tier limit. Oh my god, I get to summon a more billion monsters. It's gonna mill from both decks. I don't really have graveyard effects other than Titanocider. The Scoop Logs? Did they not mill anything? No, they milled 2 tier names. And a Shuffler. Ooh. Time to chain Spooky Sister, Ghost Sister, and the Spooky Dogwood. I was not paying attention. How do you summon Abramax the last duel? Just activate Cynet Storm. How do you take 2,000 damage? I took 2,000 damage by summoning Giant Kozaki. Or I took 2,500 points of damage, actually. He immediately destroys himself, which is very useful for taking a whole bunch of points of damage. And Maxi. I see them in silver. Tier limits should be everywhere. Ooh, they both resolved. Spooky Dogwood. Come on, draw me a whole bunch of cards. And gave me a bunch of life points. 1,500 life points. YouTube, buy Giant Kozaki. Do it. This deck is a well-oiled machine. Kaleido Heart. Ooh, they get to spin one of my cards. Which one are they spinning? That one? Cool, let's activate it in response. Targeting this card. Let's get rid of Kaleido Heart. Okay. Kaleido Heart, pitch Dynamishkus. And it goes to the grave. It doesn't even get spun. Hazukashi. Tier Limits Scream. Are they going to summon out... Wait, why did they activate this now, not earlier? Yeah, get banished. No floating for you. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, special summon this card. And if you do, send one Tier Limits card from your deck to the graveyard. Okay. Wait, how come Titanocider didn't trigger? Except the turn it was sent to the graveyard. Oh, okay. The only card I have in my deck that I can search with this one currently is a Titanocider or Waking the Dragon. So I think I'm going to use it now to get out Titanocider. Titanocider. Chain a card? Ooh, I can chain Dynamishkus. Do I need to chain Dynamishkus? There's no reason not to. Especially if they waste one of their shufflers on this. Tier can't out Avermax, right? They are going to waste a shuffler on it. You absolute buffoon. I don't even need it. Yes, please put it back in my deck so I can use it again. I'm begging you. Put that card back in my deck. I would rather get one of those out than a Titano-Cider. Both of them? Ooh. You just got jebaited. You absolute buffoon. Dynamishkus. Thank you. I should play Karma Cut. I think Karma Cut would be awesome in this deck. Ooh, I drew into Titano-Cider anyway. Lucky me. Okay, we'll activate Terraform. This is full combo as long as they don't have an Ash Blossom. Oh my god, I only had one Cynet Storm left in my deck. The other ones were milled? Oh my god. If this gets destroyed, I'm ham-boned. Cynet Storm resolves. I think it's just asking them if they want to use their shufflers. Kozaki immediately gets destroyed. And I take 2,500 points of damage. Activate Cynet Storm? Yes. Which card am I going to get today? It's time for the Cynet Storm Roulette. If they activate a card, I can use Triple Tactics Talents to draw 2 more cards. So I would love it if they shuffled something back. I think they're just reading the effect right now. Maxi! That means I can use Triple Tactics Talent. I'm literally only going to summon 1 time this turn, and that's it. Come on. Ooh, Avermax. You have to remember, if he's not summoned properly, he doesn't have protection. So he can be targeted. Okay. And now I get to draw 2 cards. You absolute buffoon. Thanks for activating Maxi, you idiot. You moron. Ooh, another Kozaki for next turn. We'll put this one right there, right here, and then we'll attack respectfully. Say Triple Tactic Talents 3 times really fast. I don't think I want to. I have 2 forms of disruption against them. If they bring out Kaleido Heart, I can Titano-Cider it. Or if they bring out... Actually, I think this one's better on... yeah, Kaleido Heart. And then Paleozog Dynamishkus is better on Kit Kalos. There won't be a next turn. There will absolutely be a next turn. Merely. That's going to mill 3 cards. Let's see. I have Giant Kozaki in my hand. And then Scream will allow them to mill another 3 cards. I forgot Instant Fusion and Terraforming. Ooh, they milled 3 different tier names. As well as Crime. Target a banished tier limit monster, add it to your hand. They get to reset one of their Kaleido Hearts, which doesn't really do anything. They could have just reset Rhino Heart. What a waste. Unless they're only playing 1 copy of Kaleido Heart. But it says summon from the extra deck. Does it go through? When this card is link summon... When this linked summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Nope. It was not link summoned. It was special summoned from the extra deck. That's true, but it wasn't link summoned. It was special summoned. Three Rhino, 2/3 Scream at standard. What are they going to go into? Kit Kalos? Most don't run Diviner. It's Kit Kalos. And then Shireen. What do you mean, guys? The tiers are semied. What are they going for next? Rakulos. Activate Titanocyder in your graveyard? Hell yeah, I will. Chat going crazy and ratios is already solved. Exactly. I'm surprised they didn't go into Rhinoheart. Ooh, they're gonna waste one of their shufflers on it. You absolute buffoon. I don't even need it in the field because I already have it on the field. They're so afraid of Titanocyder. You know, maybe I could also play Backjack in this deck. I don't really mill very much with this deck, but my opponent definitely mills my deck. They're gonna reset some of their resources. Go for it. Okay, Titanocyder's gone. The only effect I have of Avermax is the one where it has an honest effect when it attacks. This guy is a battling machine right now. But that's the only thing he's good at, is battling. Sprite Elf. Wait, what? Why'd he go into Sprite Elf? Neko Main King? Oh yeah, I guess that's another counter to this. But I'm not really going against that many tiers. Target one monster in your graveyard. I guess I can just use Titanocyder now to shut down this Sprite Elf on the field. He wants to make Barone. How's he gonna make Barone with this? Does he have any shufflers left? He has 2 shufflers left. Holy shit, his graveyard is full of shufflers. Could you stop shuffling, getting shufflers in the graveyard? That would be excellent. Battle phase. End phase. Funny thing is, Titanocyder's negate is permanent. He's just a sitting duck on the field now. If he activates his effect, then my triple tactics talent's gonna go burr. Actually, give me a second. If I summon Arion and summon Giant Kozaki by ditching Dynamishkus, then I can win this turn. Surrendered? Do it? I was going to, but my opponent surrendered before I could finish. Does Cynet Storm work if your link zone is filled? It still procs, but it won't like summon anything if you don't have any link arrows. This card was not really super usable. 1 against tier. I'm thinking, what else can I add to this deck? Because Imprudent Intrusion doesn't really seem super good. Titanocyder was really good. Like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. What other card could I add to this deck? Jackpot 7? No. Glitch? I don't really have Fiend monsters on the field. Unironically, just Drowning Mirror Force. Lost Wind? Ring of Destruction? Bottomless? Neko Main King? What if I put Karma Cut? Lost Winds is just more Titanociders? No, because Titanocyder can be sent to the graveyard to activate Arion. Whereas Lost Winds cannot if it's reset because it gets banished afterwards. Harpy Duster. Misread chat. Karma Cut seems okay. Karma. Karma Cut. Because freaking Dynamishkus was performing really well. There is also the option of just running Dimensional Barrier. Dimensional... Not Prison. Fuck, what is it called? Is it Dimension? It's not Dimensional, it's just Dimension... Dimensional Barrier to lock them out for a turn. Or I can play... like Nibiru. I could just play like 2 more hand traps. Or another board breaker. Non-fusion area. It kills both tier and branded. Non-fusion area. With my... I could also just play Summon Limit if I want to play a Floodgate. Summon Limit would work on more decks. Memory of an adversary. Memory. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, take damage equal to its attack, and if you do, banish that monster, then gain control of it during your next standby phase. A pointer? Yeah, pointer pays. Contact C? Contact C doesn't really work against any of these decks. Tier probably can't play under Summon Limit. Yeah, Summon Limit's also good. When is the next Masters Circuit? It's on Saturday. Memory would be good, but it's a battle trap. They haven't really been targeting my back row very much. But the one time they did target it, I was able to chain to their target, which was helpful. I was thinking, should I play like Stovey? So I have card. No, if I play Chandelier, I'll have a card to get back to like discard with Karma Cut. But I could also just play Metalfoes Fusion, which does the same thing. That's pretty good. Mirror Walls. I'm trying to think. I think I'm good on Advantage. We'll play the Battle Trap. Because it can trigger Cynet Storm. One regular Kozaki. If there's no face-up Kozaki, it's destroyed. Mr. Logs, you're my favorite VTuber. I'm not a VTuber, though. I feel like there's something else I'm missing here. Let me look at my other deck. I have a deck full of Cynet Storm Tech. Here it is. Where art thou? I don't think I have level 1 monsters, do I? Angel of Blue Tears. Ooh, this allows me to set a normal trap directly from my hand or deck. But it's a spell card, so I can't ditch it. There's also Rainbow Bridge, which I can ditch and will activate Arion. There's also Leonidas, who can special summon itself if Kozaki destroys himself, but I don't really need to do that. Because Guard Penguin does the same thing. I could play Ganadora, but he has a hard time destroying himself. Mothman's not needed. There's Ring of Destruction and Blaze of Mirror Force. Ring of Destruction is decent. But a lot of the cards I'm playing against, Breakthrough Skill is decent. Paths of Destiny. Paths of Destiny is just a pure trigger or a plus. But most of the time I want to trigger it. It's just like the gambling nature of it. I can't control whether I take the damage or not. Eldritch seems like it just gets shuffled back. Pork soup dumplings. Change accessories. 3 main cards. Wait, what card did I remove? Oh yeah, Imprudent Intrusion, because it wasn't doing anything. Titanocider is much better. Defissure or Macro versus Tier. I guess I could play Defissure. Because, like, I just need my spell traps to go to the graveyard. I don't really bring back Giant Kozaki. You also got the Karma Cuts. That's true. 1 Defissure, 1 Memory then. Memory of an Adversary. I want to play 2 of them so I can search out with trap tricks, potentially. When do we play Macro Monarch? I was thinking about it. Let's go win some more games with Cynet Storm Giant Kozaki Control version number 1, but I'll be right back. Hello, it's me, the TheDuelLogs. I'm a spider from the moon. This is a public service announcement in order to address some slander I've been seeing in chat. I've seen lots of people say that I'm from Jupiter, which is not true. Okay, Now that we have that out of the way, let's go into this ad, because I'm probably playing this while I'm gone. How to make friends. I get this one a lot in chat. You know, those people say, hey, TheDuelLogs, I don't have any friends. How do I make friends? And I say, well, why are you asking me? Like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh for a living. Do you think I have friends? So anyways, let's go over some tips on how to make friends. Now, first step, the number one step, be the initiator. Don't wait for people to contact you. Have you ever watched a TV show or an anime where the main character is some dweeb, some loser, some absolute just nobody who does nothing. He has no skills, and yet he gets all these friends and things. You know, usually what happens is that other people reach out to him, and he doesn't have to do anything. Don't be that person. Be the side character. Be the side person who reaches out to the main character and forces them in all those adventures. That's how you do it. Waiting for things to happen is guaranteeing that they won't, unless you get lucky. And you probably won't. Also, when you talk to people, don't look for the right things to say. Just say what you like or dislike. I know this will cause you to have friction, maybe make some people not like you as much if they find out what you like or dislike, but it makes you feel like a more real person. And real people are more, they're worth sticking. No more advice for you. Finally got some Twitter ads. What? Oh my god, I'll win a rank? You think I can win against tier limits again? How am I going to make friends? Whom knows? What are you drinking, Mr. Logs? A Coca-Cola. I went first. Activate terraforming. Ooh, Cynet storm. Okay, I'm gonna set this card first to make it seem like it's important. Then I'll activate Cynet storm. And then I'll activate Cynet Titanocider. If they use Maxi, I can use Triple Tactics Talents to draw 2 cards. And then pass. Now if they remove my middle card, I can cheat out one of my monsters from the extra deck. And I have exactly 1 form of disruption with Titanocider. Is it Vanilla Coke? Not today. I did have Vanilla Coke though. Yesterday. It's just a normal can of normal Coca-Cola. I do love Vanilla Coke. But I also like normal ones too. Terraform. Oh, I didn't fool them with my Rhino Heart sleeves. Primeval Planet Pelourinho. I hope they pop my face down card, Waking the Dragon. I would be so happy if they pop my face down, Waking the Dragon. Oh goody, Resident Sleeper? Who's Resident Sleeper? You can trigger Cynet crashing into your Kaijus or Lava Golem? That's true, you can. Target 1 spell, target opponent controls? Oh, damn it. They're just gonna target my field spell? What the hell, dude? Anything good in the graveyard? Nope. Anything good in the graveyard? I have a graveyard effect. I can't believe they'd get rid of the field spell like that. Also, it's a shuffle anyway. Wait, is it? It isn't sent to the graveyard? Shuffle them into the deck. Oh, yeah, that wouldn't trigger it. I need Primeval Planorino in order to get rid of my cards. Ooh, Rhino Heart. To send a tier limit monster from your deck to the graveyard. They sent Shireen. Do I have another one in the grave? Okay, cool. I didn't mill any of my Waking the Dragons, so they are unaware. That triggers Primeval Planet Peelerino. Hopefully they hit my other face down card and not my Titanocider. Well, I'm gonna trigger Titanocider to their Rucalios anyway. To shut it down on the field. Wow, look at all those shufflers in the graveyard. They have 3 of them. If I had a shuffler in my graveyard, I could shuffle back their shufflers. Wait, did they really add Havness and not Shireen to hand? Weird. Yeah. Okay, what are you gonna go into? Paga Demicha. Kit Kalos. It's Kit Kalos. Well, it doesn't matter which of my 2 back rows I target with Peelerino now. Kit Kalos. Take 1 Tearlament's card. Target 1 card in the field and destroy it. Ooh, Waking the Dragon. Cool. Now let's activate Titanocider to stop their Kit Kalos. Unless they have some way to negate this going second, which I doubt. Ooh, I can go into Dinomishkus? Okay. Yay, Dinomishkus. DD Crow. They're gonna waste a DD Crow on Dinomishkus? Why do they always do that? They're always shuffling back Dinomishkus. And they're going to use one of their shufflers. And Mudora. Holy shit. What are they doing? There's no reason to shotgun your shufflers like that. Why is he shuffling? I have no idea. The best way to do it would be to shuffle during my turn to trigger his Peelerino again. Flat player, by the way. They're just shuffling to get their cards back. So he could make Sprite Elf. DD Crow on my Dinomishkus. Titanocider, Peelerino, pop. Kit Kalos, stops. Activate Waking the Dragon in the graveyard? Hell yeah. Oh my god, I get to choose? I kind of want to go into Heat Soul so I can draw some cards. Heat Soul time. And then immediately uses effect to draw. Wait, how come he gains 500 attack for each monster this card points to? Oh, Havness is still in hand. What did they mill? Ooh, I got a Maxi. And they milled 2 tier names. Oh, but I guess they already used one of them. I get to draw another card. Merely, they can go into Kaleido Heart to spin my Heat Soul. Pretty good draw. That was a pretty good draw. I'm going to have to draw another really good card because I'm about to get my Heat Soul spun back into the deck. Rukalos? I guess Rukalos also works. Ooh. And Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. That would have been useful to draw last turn. Damn it. I thought they were done with their combos. Yeah, she's just gonna punch it. Well, I can normal summon Spooky Dogwood. Ooh, Monster Reborn. I can use this to try to bait out their shufflers so they can't use Primeval Peelerino on my cards. Monster Reborn. Okay. I am going to special summon from their graveyard. No, wait. I'm going to special summon something from my graveyard. To try to... I'm just trying to get rid of their shuffler, so it doesn't really matter. Because I want them to trigger Palerino immediately. Heat Soul to go into S-Force Justify sounds interesting. Heat Soul can be used with one of my effect monsters in order to go into other stuff. Ooh, that's a monster effect trigger, which means I can use Triple Tactics Talons to draw 3 cards. To draw 2. It's live! It's live, chat. I did it. I'm a genius. Time to draw cards. Draw 2. Not half bad. That's some follow-up. Okay, and then I'm going to normal summon Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. And I'm going to crash into Rucalios. And take 3,000 points of damage. Rucalios can negate the field spell? Oh shit, you're right. Crime is off. I'm gonna go for it anyway. It's except during the damage step, right? It doesn't say except during the damage step. It definitely works during the damage step. Yeah, it's activation. And it got destroyed. My one weakness, forgetting that this card stops special summons. Well, at least that effect isn't triggered during the damage step. Hopefully they can't do anything. You're ham-boned? As long as they didn't draw into anything good, I'm fine. Because I have Titanocider. Time to get rid of it! Now its effect is turned off. I guess all the play would be normal summon Dogwood and hope they attack into adversary. Something like that. Ooh, Trap Trick! Can Trap Trick give me anything good from my deck? Not really. I have a whole... I don't think this card is even activatable at the moment. Shireen! You can only special summon Battle Phase. They're attacking with Shireen. Activate. And if you do, banish that monster equal to that monster's attack. What do I have in my deck? Dynamishkus, damn it. Uh-oh, it's still the attack declaration, right? I can still use it? I was gonna lose anyway, it was exactly lethal. Fucking Palerino! I've finally lost to a tier deck. I think I know what I need now. Memories. I should probably play something that can counter tears. Chat, what is a good way to counter tears? Is it by also playing shufflers? Necro Valley? I can't play Necro Valley. Should I just play Summon Limit? Dimensional Fissure? Shifter? I could play Shifter, but honestly, I'm already playing 2 good hand traps. Karma Cut is more fun. Karma Cut is more fun, but I don't really have ways to, like... I don't have the advantage to use it. Soul Drain? Soul Drain. What's the card that turns end when it's milled? Neko Main King. Activate paying 1,000 life points. Monsters that are banished as well as monsters in the graveyard cannot activate their effects. I don't activate effects in the graveyard. I only activate them in my hand. Ooh, I could use Soul Drain. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I need my shadow effects, though. I also don't need World Legacy section. We'll just play 3 Soul Drains. Transmigration Break. What about Big Burn? I should play Big Burn. Someone remind me to add Big Burn to the deck after this. Because I can actually use that one to pitch it. Look at lose 1 turn because it shut down the entire... It also shuts down my deck too, though. I want to play Floodgate that only affects my opponent and not me. Ooh, Pot of Extravagance. Come on, give me Cynet Storm. I'm begging you, give me Cynet Storm. Fuck. Crap. Cannot activate their effects. So I'll play Dark Law. I can't really go into Dark Law. My main monster is Kozaki. Someone remind me to add Big Burn to this afterwards. Soul Drain. Get fucked. Nice, another Kozaki and Soul Drain. All I need to do is draw into my field spell and I win. What does Big Burn do? I forget, but it banishes all the cards in the graveyard. Does he scoop here? I hope so. That would be convenient for me. Polymerization without summoning a monster first. No Guardian Chimera. They sent 2 tier names to the graveyard for Root Kalos. For Kit Kalos. Ooh. Get what? I thought this was a Christian stream. What? Havness is probably my favorite year card. What about Mr. Logs and Havness? Kit Kalos. Go for Kit Kalos. I dare you. Take a tier limits card and add it to your hand or your graveyard. Banish the Kit Kalos. I will banish the Kit Kalos. Oh, he's gonna summon Shireen. And then mill more cards. Look at all of these graveyard effects. Wait, does it only prevent monster effects? Oh, god damn it, it's only monster effects. None of these cards allowed him to search out the spell card that allows him to burn stuff, right? Ooh, Kaleido. They can go into Excita Knight now. Or Nightmare Phoenix in order to pop the card. Oh my god, they did it. Scream. Kid Kalos searches any tier card. Havness to the grave. Might as well... No, we'll save it. Say bye-bye, Skull Drain. Yep, they did it. Now they can finally trigger their graveyard effects. It's Rhino Heart. How's it now you're in plat 90% of your games are against tiers? Last night it wasn't. We rarely went against tier last night. Kit Kalos. Time to banish their Kit Kalos. I'm sorry, Kit Kalos. You have to die for my sins. Send Kozaki to the graveyard. Their Kid Kalos goes away. Now they can't resolve the effect because I have nothing to send to the graveyard. It still reses? Does it really? Don't they have to send a card to the graveyard? They do? They have to send the field spell? Oh, I guess I have to send Scream, huh? Does Scream count? I thought it was a monster. Let's see. You can target one monster you control, special summon a chill limits monster from your hand or graveyard, and if you do, send that target to the graveyard. And if you do... Oh shit, I have no idea how that works. They targeted themselves, but he's gone. It still comes out anyway? Are you fucking kidding me? I thought that would stop it. Otherwise, I would have used it earlier. How has this interaction literally never come up for me before? Get him stunned with that discard. They didn't mill any tier names, did they? They did mill one earlier. But all Rhinoheart does is bring himself out and allow you to send any tier from your deck to the graveyard. Didn't he already use Rhinoheart earlier this duel? Gravekeeper's Trap. Oh no, he turns off my grave. I don't use my grave. That's fine. I don't care if his is live. All I need is to not take too much damage this turn. Rukalos. Oh fuck. That stops my field spell. Uh-oh. And they have their Omni Negate. Uh-oh. Your Kozaki won't activate. If only they couldn't activate their Kid Kalos. I didn't know Kid Kalos worked that way. I'm in a pretty bad position. They have an Omni Negate and they have a stop of my field spell, even if I do draw into it. A genius, by the way. I am a genius. Ooh, I drew into Terraforming. That's pretty good. 6 cards. Oh, they forgot to attack. Gravekeeper's Trap. Activate Paleozoic Dynamishkus. Hopefully they use Rukalos to stop this. He still hasn't read Crime. Is it not an Omni Negate? Damn it, they didn't stop it. Ooh, I drew into another Cynet Storm. Okay, they sent some cards to the graveyard uselessly. Wait, how come I can't use Monster Reborn? Oh, it's because of this card. Have you played the Naruto game? Of course I have. Cynet Storm? I got it. Cynet Storm time. It's time for Giant Kozaki to do stuff. Wait, what are they doing? Sprite Elf? Are they going to try popping it? If they pop it, then I can just activate the second Cynet Storm from my hand, which is going to ham bone me because I can use Rukalos to stop it. Is Necro Valley a tech option? Hell no, I need Cynet Storm. My deck doesn't function without it. Oh no, my Cynet Storm is gone. Anyway, Cynet Storm number 2. And then... Oh, it doesn't activate? Okay, I guess the effect is turned off. Let's see, 700 attack. That's not enough damage. Oh, yeah, it is. That's 2,800 points of damage. I don't need 3,000. I just need 2,000. Rukalos. Then send one Tier Limits card you control to the graveyard. F. Sad. He just sent himself to the grave because he just comes back. If this fusion summon card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, special summon it. Okay, well that's game over. If we're speaking generically, Necro Valley is what made Crystal Beasts playable in tier meta. That's true. End of Anubis? That only works on spell cards. End of Anubis is anything? It's only spell cards. Read it again. Oh, do you mean the 2500 attack Floodgate End of Anubis? I think I was thinking of something else. Reveal one card. Anubis. I was thinking of Judgment of Anubis. Yeah, End of Anubis is basically a fiend version of Necro Valley. You're right. It does work on anything. Time to gain life points and draw cards off of their combos. You didn't add big fire or whatever. I want to draw cards. Can't you summon End of Anubis off of Arion? If I trigger her second effect, yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot about Big Burn. Why did nobody remind me to add Big Burn? Hi, hello there. Welcome to hell. Jeez, ow! Hell yeah, give me some cards to draw. And some life points to spend. Because we hate you? That's true. You guys do hate me. Come on, do you have any more extensions from here? Battle phase. With your 0 attack monster? You went into the next match so fast? I always do that though. Okay, activate Cynet Storm. And set my Floodgate, which doesn't work versus this deck, and then end turn. Cynet Storm isn't live anymore? Yes, it is. Yo, Senjus can be played in multiple ways? They can. I like how they play in Duel Links more than they play in this game. Ooh, so first of all, let's activate Maxi. Second of all, let's activate Soul Drain. Not that it does anything. Ooh, an Ash Blossom. They must have just drawn into it. Because they didn't have it last turn for my Maxi. Uh-oh, Sword Soul Strategist. They can just pop my field spell with the Barone they're about to bring out. And I don't get to draw any cards because they actually played an Ash Blossom. Who the hell plays Ash Blossom anymore? Don't you understand we're in a tier meta? Baron de Fleur. Titanocider in the graveyard? Hell yeah, I want to activate Titanocider in the graveyard. Unless they negate it. Stops Havness. To be honest, I could play Soul Drain in Rika. I forgot Soul Drains. Soul Drain negates the effects of monsters that activate in the graveyard or in the banished pile. Oh my god, they wasted the Omni Negate on that? Taya. Oh crap, they can just use back, so you had to spin all my cards. So, their hand had Taya and Longyong on it, just natively. They just drew into all of their Sword Souls. And they chose not to go into them and not to play under my Maxi. Got it. That sucks. That's platinum. He just drew into everything. Baxia to spin all my shit. I should just replace Soldiering with Summon Limit. This would work against other decks besides just Tier Limits, and it also works against Tier Limits. Not as well, because I can still spin Summon Limit with just a single Fusion Summon. Destroy and then bring back. Or D-Barrier. My deck kind of needs a little bit more staying power than just D-Barrier. Big Burn. You can only activate this card when your opponent activates a card that targets a monster in the graveyard. Remove from play all monsters in both players' graveyard. Why don't I just play Big Burn instead? Because, like, even if it's dead, I can use Arion in order to pitch it. And it's a normal trap. What are you doing today? Trying to build the perfect Cynet Storm deck and life point gain mill deck, maybe. If I got bored, but I'm not bored of it. This deck is too fun. Tier limits don't targets, do they? The shufflers do. Does this card destroy itself if it's attacked? What doesn't really matter? Gravedigger Trap Hole. Oh yeah, that's a card. Well, the thing is, there's so much chaining going on that you can't really target like stuff. Set him? No, he can just spin it. It's better to just keep it. Ooh, I can set Big Burn for my deck if they want to start going for tier limit plays. Ooh, Runic Fountain? Oh my god, this will be hilarious. Let's activate Metaverse. Oh wait, no, I should have saved that because I like to target my back row. Runic Tip? What are they doing? They're going to add a Runic card from their deck to their hand. Runic's target in the graveyard. They sure do. Nothing else. They're just going to add a card. Destruction. Target one spell trap your opponent controls. Oh my god, they banished one of my fucking cards. No, we're going to add it to my hand. I'm going to leave it safely in my hand. Just give them the tip. I'm trying to Asage Ame. Dispelling. Discard one random card from your opponent's hand. Well... Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna use Maxi and hope they hit my other card. Love YouTube videos, never knew you stream. Why, thank you, Dr. Toothache. I'm playing Cynet Storm today. I'm going to destroy all of these tier laments. Your opponent is activate the effect of another card. No. I need to save this for when they pop it. Damn it, they got my Kozaki. Okay. What are you going to do now? Come on, pop my back row. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Ooh, there it is. There's the back row popper. Target one of your opponent's back row cards. 1 second. No big burns. Activate Trap Trick. I can get Big Burn and then get rid of all the graveyards. Big Burn. Now if they try to use Fountain this turn, I can just banish the graveyard. When they target monsters. Activates a card effect that targets... Oh, it is only monsters. You're right. God damn it. Fucking Runics. Well, Big Burn's useless versus their deck. Now it's just a sitting target. A lure? Oh, so they're playing the actual mill version of this deck. End phase without anything. Extravagance can get me some cards. Okay, extravagance to draw. 2 cards. Are they going to chain something in response? Nope. Ooh, Arion can get me Kozaki. God damn it, seriously, dispelling again? Fuck. Don't hit. Okay, that's fine. I can't use that card anyway. Stop fucking using dispelling, shit. How many Kozakis do I have left in my deck? A lot. Activate Cynet Storm. I can still do this if I just believe in magic. What do I have left in my deck? I have some good targets left in my deck. Darn, fizzled again. Exactly. Arion Labyrinth. Lady Labyrinth. They do have a negate they can use on her, which would suck if they used it. There it is. Freezing Curse. Target 1 effect monster your opponent controls. I forgot Runic can choose to not skip every battle phase ever. Giant Kozaki. Okay, I think I'm ham-boned. Big Burn not working on Runic was a mistake. Yeah, especially since they're playing the mill variant. Slumber to stop the attack. Or to special summon. No, they're using all their effects in order to mill me out slowly. All of my game plans were stopped. I should just quit now. Okay. Dang it, Big Burn would have been so good versus Tier Laments. I hate Runic. I love going against Runic when I have shufflers. These Shizu shufflers completely dunk all over Runics. They can't do anything versus those shufflers. The problem is he kept using Dispelling. If he didn't use Dispelling on me twice, I would have been able to use my fucking field spell. But he kept Dispelling me. Chandelier. Ooh, oh my god, non-fusion area. It must mean they have another non-fusion area. I only play Link monsters though. Neither player can fusion summon. Welcome Labyrinth, cool. New card. Titanocider. Welcome Labyrinth, the special summon. This deck doesn't really special summon that much anyway. Waking is so good versus Labyrinth. Is it? Do they pop my back row? I'll just set a single Waking the Dragon then. And gain some life points. Ooh, they went with the big one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll set one Waking the Dragon and pass. Wait, what? Oh, fuck, it's main phase only? Why? Why are you so bad? Each time your opponent special summons during the main phase or battle phase, gain life points equal to the monster's attack. This is why Spooky Dogwood kind of sucks. Welcome Labyrinth for another one. Ariana. Well, you would assume it's both main phases. No, I activated during the draw phase. Stovey, Paleozoic Morella, the field spell, and then Compulse to bounce the card back, Morella to come out. Hopefully they destroy... No, they can't destroy anything. Okay. Oh, and now they can do something. They can just destroy a card from my hand. Oh no! Chandelier back to the hand. And then destroy a random card in... What? Why didn't they destroy my middle card? God damn it. They tested it and they knew it was safe to not destroy. Labyrinth. Maybe they'll activate Welcome Labyrinth and destroy it? Do they even have another Welcome Labyrinth? They got hit off the field with it already. They have no idea I'm playing Waking the Dragon. They just know that it's safe to attack while it's face down. Ooh, is that Yugioh friendship? Welcome Labyrinth. Oh, I can't activate cards in response to it, so no spooky dogwood. He can, however, destroy my Waking the Dragon now. And then Stovey sets another one. Activate Waking the Dragon. Should I also activate Spooky Wood? Yes, so they can't do anything else. Say that to Maple. Huh? Waking the Dragon. Okay, I get to special summon any monster from my deck. So this one right here can't be targeted or destroyed by my opponent's card effects and has 3,000 attack. That's probably the best one to bring out. Or Zeraboros, which doesn't really do anything unless they summon a card or I can summon a card. Or this one. Send one, all monsters once per battle. If this card battles one's monster, you can send an earth monster from your hand or graveyard. Till the end of the monster loses to attack, also negates effects. When you activates a card or effect that targets a link monster you control, you can negate the effect, and if you do, destroy that card. I can bring out this card, and it forces all of their monsters to attack mine this turn. No Raid Raptor? Nope. Ariana. They're gonna send a card to the graveyard. Wait, if they go into Baguska, then they can prevent their cards from having to attack this turn. A Chandelier. Oh. Hopefully they don't have something amazing to get rid of this card. What are they going to do? They're fiend locked. Their options are very limited. Compulse, I can negate cards that target it. Compulse won't work. They need to non-target destroy it, which they can do with Labyrinth. But not this turn, because they already used Welcome Labyrinth. They're ham-boned. They have to attack into it. All monsters your opponent controls must attack this card if able. 2 compulses. Another compulse won't work. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a link monsters you control, quick effect, you can negate the effect, and if you do, destroy that card. You can use each effect once per turn. I have a once per turn stop. He would need 2 cards. I know one of his set cards is a Welcome Labyrinth. The other one, if it targets, I'm ham-boned. Most of their stuff targets. Not all of it, though. They do have, you know, obviously their field spell, which doesn't target. Cerberus. I have a monster in the extra monster zone. That doesn't work. You buffoon. You'd have to go into Nightmare Unicorn. Unless he's just trying to get more monsters in the graveyard so he can go into... There's Unicorn! You absolute buffoon! Targeting my Golem. Activate Golem. However, now if they have a Compulse, they can get rid of it. Do they have a Compulse set? They quit? Oh my god. That actually won. All they had to do was attack and they would have won. But they just had to be greedy. Look, they're even playing the Ishizu Shufflers. They're playing Yugioh Friendship and Unity so they can play Judgment of the Pharaoh. How the turns have tabled. Pay half your life points. Select and activate an appropriate effect which can be applied. If Yugioh Friendship is in your graveyard, until the end of this turn, your opponent cannot normal summon, set, flip summon, or special summon a monster or activate an effect monster's effect. And their monster effects are negated. Damn. If Unity is your graveyard, until the end of this turn, negate the effects of all spell and trap cards on your opponent's side of the field, and your opponent can activate set spell trap cards. Whoa. Select and activate an appropriate effect which can be applied. Can you use both of them? You can completely lock your opponent out with this? What targets? Ooh, they have Paleozoic Cambroster. Okay, well... I would say this deck was a success. I don't know about Big Burn, though. I don't think Big Burn was very helpful. I need to find another card for this. I think Dino Mishkis was good. Waking the Dragon... it procced a lot more than I thought it would. Like, how many times did they get to use Waking the Dragon? I think at least 2 times. Like, whenever I had Waking the Dragon, it wasn't dead. Big Burn only works on the Ishizu cards. Titanocider also was super clutch. It was very helpful. Trap Trick was helpful, too. Cynet Storm is obviously the win condition. Pot of Extravagance worked very well. Kozaki Control, that was the best way to do it. Lord of Heavenly Prison was good. Maxi was good. Ghost Sister was almost useless. I'm going to cut this to 1. Replace one of the... I'm going to leave 1 Dogwood in. G-Golem worked way better. Yeah, I didn't think G-Golem would win me the game. Holy shit. Giant Kozaki is the best card in this deck. Now what I'm thinking is I could probably just play Dimensional Prison. Dimension Prison. As like a floodgate. Or play another more consistency cards. Because like I'm triggering Cynet Storm no problem as is. Maybe if I played Labyrinth Archfiend. So I could use it to search Memory of an Adversary. Crop Circles? Crop Circles is like very hard to actually like get its negative effect off. What are you talking about? Dogwood was helpful on cutting your life points in half? It did. Dogwood was so incredibly unhelpful. Excuse me while I buy 50 copies. I need some ideas. What can I add to this deck? I don't think Big Burn was the answer I was looking for. Add Raid Raptor? I can't add Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Because Cynet Storm can only special summon Cyberus monsters. My extra deck is like, cannot be messed with. Fiend Comedian. I don't really need my cards in the graveyard though. Gravedigger? Gravedigger doesn't work because tier cards chain themselves. Like they chain block themselves. Summon Limit? Backjack? I was thinking Backjack. Summon Limit, I was also thinking Summon Limit might work. Because I don't summon enough to like be locked under it. I could just play more going second cards. Like evenly matched. Because evenly matched can shit on tiers because they don't have like spell trap negates. 1 regular Kozaki. I'm not gonna play regular Kozaki. I want my Kozaki to die. That's why he's in here. Non-fusion area? Maybe. The end of Anubis? End of a noob. I can't really bring this card out, to be honest. Silent Graveyard. Silent Graveyard's just one turn, right? Discard one card. Effects that activate in the graveyard this turn are negated. End of Anubis. He's like a monster card version of Necro Valley. He can also be summoned off of Ariana's effect. What if I just play Ichikuro's Ledger Book? Target 2 monsters your opponent controls, banish them until the end phase. Then your opponent gains 1,000 life points for each monster that left the field by this effect. What cards did I add in? I added in Evenly Matched. End of Anubis is the best Floodgate ever printed. Uh-huh. Okay, buddy. I could use Infinite Impermanence. Or I could use Terrors of the Overroot. This allows me to get rid of Floodgates and monsters. Called by? I would prefer trap cards. Specifically, normal trap cards. Keep in mind, Kozaki activates in the graveyard. Yeah, so I can't play Soul Drain in this deck. Transmodify for End of Anubis? I can't go into that. It's a level 6 monster, not level 5. Reversal Quiz? No, I can't get my life points low enough. I think this one would work really well. I don't really like the idea of evenly matched that much. Related cards. We can add Ariana. And then we can draw cards if we've removed stuff from my opponent's field, which is useful. Witching Hour, what does that do? Is that a card? Faithful Hour. Target one monster that cannot be normal summoned or set in the graveyard and special summon it. I do like this card, but it doesn't work in this deck. But he can never top because it's negated. The Transmigration Prophecy doesn't work in this deck. Oh, what it does is it sends one monster you control to the graveyard. Then you can special summon a monster that's one level higher than it from your deck that has the same type and attribute. So, like Ariana is sent to the graveyard, I could special summon a level 5 Fiend Dark Monster. But End of Anubis is level 6, so it doesn't work. Lava Golem, that is an option. But this is like Lava Golem that can also be pitched with Ariana. Thanks for the sub. No whoa. I want to try out this version of the deck. Let's see how this works. I just cut all the cards that were not performing well. Surprisingly, Kozaki was not cut. Kozaki is like clutch. Whenever Kozaki's in my hand, I'm like, yes, I have Kozaki. I can't believe how clutch Kozaki is to this deck. He's literally just like a free activation of Cynet Storm. Because every time you activate Cynet Storm, you get like a really good monster out. So like it's worth just using your normal summon for a Link 4. Ooh, come on, give me one of my Labyrinths. 6 cards. I should also probably try a version where I just play like Labyrinth Archfiend. God damn it. Are you kidding me? Oh well, I have Maxi. That's fine. Whatever. Lava Golem? No. Which cards did I banish? That's fine. Oh, I should probably remove Lib. Godly Draw? I don't really have enough hand traps now. Swap Frog. They normal summoned it. Let's Maxi now. Witch's Strike? Cross out Designator. Ooh. Do not remove Lib. Ab libitum. I am going to remove Lib. I got rid of the other card already. Play Prohibition for the memes? If I want to play cards for the memes, I would play Neko Main King. Swap Frog is going to send... Oh my god, they sent a frog to the graveyard. Oh my god, they have Sprite Blue out. They're gonna special summon Sprite Blue. Let's do this now. So they can't combo too much. Salesman declaring giant Kozaki. Get out of here. Don't forget End of Anubis will also stop your cards? Nuh-uh. Well, maybe, I don't know. They're gonna activate Sprite Starter? Okay, whatever. Damn, they had Starter? Oh wait, no, this is actually kind of bad. Because I was doing that to prevent them from being able to special summon more sprites from their hand. And now they have red, so they can go into a monster negate. But you idiot, I was afraid of carrot, not red. I don't even have monsters, you absolute buffoon. Oh, I also have Titanocider, so if they use these two in order to go gigantic, I can stop it. Gigantic Sprite. Hello, Logs. I heard one of the tier limits was your GF. Have any of you guys in chat ever had a waifu? A character, a fictional character that you had a crush on? I always thought that was a fake thing, but apparently it's very common for weebs. That they've all had fictional characters that they've had crush-ons before. Wait, he could have... Oh, no, he can't go into Zeus. No, actually, he could have gone to Zeus. I negated the effect. A little tiny bit, maybe? No, of course not. Hee hee. And then they get their 2 cards back because it only banishes them temporarily. My turn. Ooh, making the dragon. That's going to be useful. Okay. Pot of extravagance again. Hopefully I draw into something useful. 6 cards. Your mom? Are you fucking kidding me? I drew into my 3rd extravagance. My first one drew into a goddamn pot card. And now I drew into another one. Oh my god. This is some freaking fricks. I got freaking fricked in the A. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you think Jar of Greed would be broken if it was just a trap version of a pot instead of a worse version? Honestly, I think they could make it a trap card and people probably wouldn't play it. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it here. I can't believe this shit. Gigantic Sprite, it doesn't work. Your effect is permanently negated, you absolute fool. Man, I love Titanocider. It's so cool. It just shuts down all of their effects permanently. Countdown to 1k Pomus. If they use Gigantic. If they use Smashers in order to get rid of Waking the Dragon. What card should I use? Should I go into Golem? All of their effects target, right? No. No, they don't. Some of them do. Elf. Activate Titanocider in your graveyard? Hell yeah. If I have 2 Titanociders, I can get 1 every turn. Set is Smashers and Starters. That's fine. I want them to banish my Waking the Dragon, but they probably won't. Okay, let's activate Titanocider on their Sprite Elf and turn it off. Trap that negated the Gigantic Sprite. Oh no, they're gonna allow it to resolve. Oh no, please hit my Waking the Dragon. I think they will. Because they're gonna banish their elf so it resolves, and then they'll banish Waking the Dragon. What card should I get? I think G-Golem, right? So they have to crash all their cards into mine? Hopefully they don't have Ash Blossom, otherwise I'm ham-boned. Titanocider comes back. Activate Waking the Dragon. Yes. Bring out G-Golem. Response. Wait, do I have a G-Golem? I only have 3 cards left. Oh my god, one of them's G-Golem. I have 1 negate on cards that target it. And all other monsters must attack this turn if able. I guess they could go into Elf. Sprite Starter. Oh, I guess they could just bring out Red. And then target it and then just negate the negate. Carrot. That's a little bit late. Another card in attack position. Gamma Burst? You think they have Gamma Burst? Another Sprite Elf. They've already used the effect, but they can just use it to go into the big dude. Ronin Toden. Any chance they play Avermax? Oh, maybe. I guess Avermax would be an out to this. No, Jet didn't add any spells this turn. Gigantic Sprite should have 3200 attack, which allows him to contest it. They have Gamma Burst? No one plays Gamma Burst. Are you kidding me? He's the one person in the world who uses Gamma Burst. Oh my god. Gamma Burst, for those of you who don't know, since no one ever plays it, increases the attack of all your level 2, rank 2, and link 2 monsters by 1400 until the end of the turn. Attack and defense. Normally they don't play it because they don't need it. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so ham-boned. Let me use... Do I have anything in my graveyard? I can't go into that. Do they have anything banger in their graveyard? I need Triple Tactics Talent. Monster Reborn. Select a card in their graveyard to special summon Gigantic Sprite. Come on, negate this. I need to activate my Triple Tactics talents. Okay, they did it. They negated it. Now what do I do? I have talents. Do I just... I don't think I have anything that drawing 2 cards would really help me. If I steal their Gigantic Sprite, I can use its effect to special summon something from my deck, but I can't do anything with that, and it just goes back to them at the end of the turn. Look at their hand. That's not going to do me any good because I drew into all of my goddamn pot cards. I'm just going to draw 2 cards. Do you have a link to? No, my extra deck's gone. Oh, god damn it. Are you fucking kidding me? I drew into Giant Kozaki and then Spooky Dogwood, which gives me nothing. Meme summoning Gozuki. Oh, I'm so dead. When this card's flipped, he gets destroyed. You lose? Shut up. I know what I'm doing. I'm a genius. Oh my god, they're actually playing Deep Sea Diva. I can use Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood to gain life points. Oh my god, if I get enough life points, I can survive this. Aw, man, how much are you enjoying getting ham-boned? Shut up. I'll ban you. I'll ban all of you. Heavy Infantry? Why did you summon a monster with 0 attack, you absolute buffoon? Genius thoughts. I'll let him cook. I'm pretty sure Giant Kozaki destroys himself immediately as soon as you flip face up. Cat Shark. Ooh, Titanocider comes back. Hell yeah. Are they going to negate it with Sprite Carrot? That'd be hilarious if they did. I think you're going to lose? Yeah. Me too. As soon as they attack into Giant Kozaki, I'm ham-boned. Okay, Titanocider comes back. Heavy Infantry. Gets to destroy 1 set card in the field. Oh my god, if they destroy my Giant Kozaki while he's set on the field... No, it's a face-up card. It's not set. It's the other one that's that. They're going to attack into it. Let's activate Titanocyder on this card right here. Which means I'll have to tribute their Cat Shark in order to do this. But as soon as Kozaki gets face up, I lose. Okay. Sprite Carrot. You know, I should have activated it on Gigantic Sprite. That was the only card they had in the field. 1,400 points of damage. 2,500. I didn't gain enough life points to survive. You know what ham-boned me was drawn into every single pot card in my deck. The way this deck is balanced, it has a very delicate consistency balance where I'm playing all these pot cards because I only ever want to see one of them. Maybe two of them. Not all four of them, because all four of them are dead. I think you need more pots. Shut up, Ame. I mean, you are a welcomed and valued member of this community, and I'm glad you are here. Let me try one more. Use Extrava, get at least one Extrava. I did that 2 times! Extravagance into Extravagance twice. I don't need Extravagance into Extravagance. I need Extravagance into my other engine pieces. Ame stream more? Guys, imagine if Ame streamed every single day. She would be unstoppable. I think that's why she does it. It's to limit her power level. And her sanity, because streaming every day is exhausting. Use Upstart Goblin? Shut up. Why is there an Ame counter? Is there an Ame counter? Shireen? Oh my god, they milled a tear. Why not Into the Void? I don't need Into the Void. My deck is perfect if I just draw into a... If I draw into a Cynet Storm, I got this. As long as they don't end on Rukalos. Look, they brought out Tearlaments, Kit Kalos, and Kit Kalos. What's the point of Giant Kozaki? Giant Kozaki is the linchpin in this deck. It is the best card in the deck. It allows me to take damage so I can proc Cynet Storm. What are they going into? Rukalos? Yeah, Tearlaments or Rukalos. This card stops my Cynet Storm, unfortunately. Is there a lore-accurate Vsauce deck? Of course there is. Honestly, with how strong most of my extra deck monsters are, I might be able to get away with playing like Skill Drain or something. They're all pretty beefy, and they get buffed up by my field spell. Oh no, they milled my cards. The only thing I have is Dino Mishkus in the graveyard. Actually, I do have Titanocyder, but that doesn't really do much the turn it's milled. Going into Rukalos without using Kit on field effect is such a misplay. I mean, they'll still end on a scary board that ham-bones my deck. Cynet Storm. There's only one Cynet Storm in the grave. That's fine. So you're telling me this isn't a self-burn deck? It is a self-burn deck. Just like one that uses the self-burn tactically. They gave up? Why? Look, you gotta win? Why, thank you, Ame. You're so nice. I'll be right back. Hello, it's me, TheDuelLogs. I'm a spider from... Hello there, it is I, TheDuelLogs. I am here to teach you guys about how to start a conversation. So, here, we're gonna go over some do's and some don'ts and some other things to get to really know someone deep. Are you someone who's like, man, I wish I could talk to people, make more friends, but I'm just terrible at having conversations because I'm a stupid, idiot human? Well, let me give you some advice. First up, let's go over some don'ts. Do not ask someone, if you're starting a conversation with them, what the weather's like. The weather is boring. Nobody cares. Also, don't ask them how they're doing, because that's, you know, it has them like, they either have to lie to you or tell them they're doing good. And there's not much more to go with that. It's more of a greeting than it is a conversation starter. Also, don't ask them how their day is going, because there's not much to talk about. What if you had a boring day? You didn't really have anything to talk about. You'd be like, well, I had breakfast, I guess. You're like, oh, that's neat. And also, don't ask them about their job. Nobody wants to talk about their job most of the time. Alright, now let's go over some do's. How to start actual conversations. So, you can ask them, how was your week? If you ask them how their week, it's basically just an extension of how was your day, except there's actually something to think about. Because there's a lot more that happens within a week than there is in a day. So it gives them some opportunity to actually, you know, talk about something that you can expand upon later. You can also ask them, so did you watch anything interesting recently? You know, maybe you guys have a shared TV show. Maybe it can lead into other TV shows. Maybe you can learn about what they do for fun. It's like a lead into hobbies, because most people... Look, I'm back. Don't be too excited to see me. Fair welcome, Labyrinth. Jelly Cannon. And... it's not Threatening Roar. What's the name? What's the name of that one card where if they declare an attack, all their monsters lose 800 attack? I forget. Wall of Disruption. Yeah, Wall of Disruption, that's what it is. It does nothing if they have a negate during the battle phase. But it'll be funny if it goes off. Okay, what did I add in here for this? Labyrinth Archfiend. This card in the graveyards, are their effects negated? I'm never going to bring this out anyway. And then I can go into... We can get rid of one Trap Trick. And I guess one Labyrinth Archfiend. Let's see how this works. Play Ghost of a Grudge? No, that's terrible. Did you play any interesting decks recently? Yeah, this one. Okay. Oh, Terraform! Your opponent will be using 20 card mill. Cynet Storm. Oh my goodness gracious, I can go into the combo as long as they don't have Giant Kozaki. I mean, as long as they don't have Ash Blossom. Okay. Arion. And then activate her effect in order to summon Giant Kozaki from the deck. Titano because it comes back. Is this gonna work? Is it gonna work? Neko Main King Turbo. That would be funny. I want to resolve Neko Main King, but it never gets resolved. And then it immediately dies. They have Maxi. If they had Maxi, they would have used it already. I have no idea what they have. Ooh, Topologic Bomber Dragon. I can't really trigger this card. Unless they summon to a zone he points to. Maybe an Imperm? Maybe. I mean, if they had Imperm, like, Arion is an excellent Imperm target. Mr. Logs, why do tiers don't play Visa Starfrost? Don't tell me because it sucks. I'm gonna cry. Because it doesn't do anything for tier. Scream is activated. Okay, whatever. Do I have anything in my deck that can stop tier limits? Ooh, they're playing grass? Oh my goodness gracious, is this the Mr. Duel Logs? It is Mr. Duel Logs. Merely. You can target a trap card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Wow, a 20 card meal with tier. Is it Mr. Duel Logs? Yes. Okay, and then activate Trap Trick. Hopefully I get something amazing off of this. Like maybe something that can special summon from my hand during my opponent's turn. Wait, why are they activating Mudora? I don't have anything in my graveyard worth shuffling. Oh, I mean, technically I have Titanocider. Oh, they're shuffling back their DPE targets. That way they can go into Predator Plant, Verte Anaconda, and then the DPE. Let's see here. One card I can add that can be activated this turn. Paleozoic Dinomishcus. Waking the Dragon. So if they pop it, they're ham-boned. I like Waking the Dragon as an option. Titanocider is probably better since I can stop some stuff. But so does Dinomishcus. Hello, Mr. Spider. Hello there, Ojamas777. You would see that card then. I should just play D-Barrier. That'd probably be the smartest thing to play. He would just not pop the Waking the Dragon. Yeah, exactly. Mud Dragon of the Swamp? Oh, I guess that's one way to protect versus Dinomishcus. You can just change himself to dark and then gain full target immunity for this turn. Because I need to remove at least one card in order to proc Ariana. Tier Laments Kit Kalos. Oh, cool. I can just use it now. Scream is activated. Kit Kalos is activated. Activate Titanocider in your graveyard? Hell yeah. And then, are they going to activate Mudragon of the Swamp to protect their Kit Kalos? Keldo to banish back Titanocider. Fair enough. Okay. Now I can use my effect. Target Kit Kalos. Quick effect, Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Oh no, it's gonna wipe away the target. Now I can't target because it's been wiped away. Doesn't work retroactively, bozo. They can just send another tier to the graveyard to just go into another tier card. Hopefully they forget about Bomber Dragon and activate it in a zone that he's pointing to. Havness. Scream sends more cards to the graveyard. Yugioh activates. Ariana activates. Special summon. If I draw into a fiend monster. Oh, fuck. They're gonna bounce my card back. That's bad. Never mind. Draw into a fiend monster does nothing. I had Kel back in hand. Set it to the field? Yeah. That means I can use it next turn. Uh-oh. This is bad. NBA starting up, and I must see it. The NBA? What's that? They special summoned Scream. I have one card face down. They still have a bunch of other cards to go into. And they can still go into Kaleido Heart to just send back my Cynet Storm and then just attack for game because I only have 5,500 attack points. I think I'm ham bone, but they're not extending from here. They can just go into Time Thief or Doer and activate the effect during my turn. No. We're going into Dark, the Gloomy. Ow. NBA is like a UA deck. Oh, I see. I see. That makes sense. I knew that. Dark to special summon and then go for game. Well, if they go into Access Code Talker, I'm dead. I don't really want to watch it. It's near my ending time anyway. Let's see. Who's online right now? It's almost 4 o'clock on a Saturday, Friday. Congo is online. Is he playing Master Duel? He is not. Let's go to Congo anyway. I love Congo. Congo has this excellent redeem on his channel where you can get enough points by just following him to redeem it. And it's called Threaten, where if you do the redeem, he'll threaten you. He'll tell you how he'll kill you. And it's so funny. Congo VT. He has the redeem on his channel. It's super cheap. It's enough where you can just follow his channel and have enough to do it. And he'll threaten you. He'll be like, I'll kill you with a chainsaw or something. It's so funny. I love it. Danny Lugvon is also streaming. I'm ready to go into Congo, though. You should have told me before you told me about Congo. Plus, Congo will be on one of my game shows in the next coming weeks. I just have to, like, set that up. I've just been very busy.